It's live. MG's here. Mike is here. Black jeans. Oh, you want the Chico episode?
Yeah, the Chico one. Let's do it. History in the making.
Pistol Pete, leave competition shaking without missing a beat. Skip the ads. Let's get to it. Skip the ads.
Let's do it.
You
in the making.
You too. What up?
Let's get it going.
Let's let the fam in. Let's let the fam in.
Let's get it rocking.
The fam is now here.
Yeah. Building up. Let the beat build.
It's 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You know what that means. Another Earn Your Leisure episode is about to drop. Y'all been accustomed to it. Why change it up for y'all?
First ever live podcast virtually that we've ever done in the history of Earn Your Leisure.
And the team's here. The team is here with us. It's gonna be a fun one, y'all.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Let's let everybody in.
For sure. First of all, we gotta thank everybody that's been rocking with us from day uno. All of the support that we've received from the podcast, from Instagram, from YouTube, all over EYL University,
Patreon,
the merch, Patreon. Y'all. We appreciate every single one of you guys. First and foremost, we gotta acknowledge that.
Big fact.
Second of all, we gotta acknowledge everybody that played a part in our growth. Shout out to Larry, shout out to Sid, shout out to Mike, shout out to Bam, shout out to Rich, shout out to Jamal, shout out to Tahira, shout out to Danielle, shout out to everybody.
The kids too.
Yeah.
That's the motivation, man.
Shout out to all of our kids. My one kid, Troy's 2 kids,
everybody, man. I told you, we hustling for our last name. We told y'all that from the jump, man. If we not hustling for our last name, then we selfish.
And then we have to acknowledge all of our past alumni. You wanna
go down the list?
Yeah, let's run it down.
Man, we don't want to miss anybody because 100 is not easy to do. But everybody on this list played a part in developing that. So I got the whole list down. If you're in here, great. If you're not, make sure that you tell them I shouted them out, man. We're going to go down this list. So shout out to Miss Business, Derrick Falcon. I just got off the phone with our brother Derrick Falcon, changed the game for us. Sabine, Val, our sister, Q, Al Harrington, Rome, B. Cope, Andy, Fernando, D. Ferg, Chris Coy, Chris Gotti, Simone, our brother Ash Cash, the Bullard himself, Sean Bullard, Fritz, my brother, Nicole Russell, the Chancellor herself, Lenny and Jeff, our boys, Chris Gervais, Envy and C. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all definitely held it down. Jabari, Chris Senegal, Mike Brown, Kika Wise, Alex, our bro. Shout out to Alex, he was just in town. Yeah, Mobile Home Elite, our brother, Wallstreet Trapper, G-Bo, the hometown hero, Downing Brothers, PTG, my man Brandon, Mickey Fats, Max Maxwell, Wade the Barber, B. Rule, Chef Kelvin, Mandy, our bro, Wallow, B. Mitch, what's going on, Brandon Mitchell, Big Business himself, Greg Parker, Slim and Huskies, Ryan Leslie, Nick Storm, Kiana Watson, Deion Smith, Ani, what's up, kid? Our guy, episode 70, the legendary Ian Dunlap. Peace to you, brother. Dave Shands, Kwame Anku, Chantel Calloway, Farzana, Josh Chris, Dave from Inception, what's good, baby? Tiffany, the Budgetnista, My Song, Ronnie Brown, Jamila Davis, Austin, the LS Cream family, shout out to Montreal, Alexia, Leonard Law, Director X, 19 Keys, Ernest Dukes, our guy, Doom, God versus My Enemies, Riza Islam, John Obidi, Chico Bean, Mr. and Mrs. Weeks, 2 weeks out, and our latest alumni, Jasmine Crow. Now, I left one name out because he's here.
MG the mortgage guy.
MG the mortgage guy. Our brother, he's here. He's in the house. He's here with us. So shout out to MG the mortgage guy. I'm gonna tell him, man, I'm gonna give him his flowers right now. His episode changed the game. That 4321. That was like one of our first clips that went stupid viral. Every time it got reposted, it went viral. So shout out to him.
Yeah, for sure, man.
It's a long list, y'all.
Yeah, that's a long list. So we got something special planned for today. We got a live podcast. We're gonna bring in a bunch of guests. We got my boy Trey Spurgo. We got John Henry. We got Kezia. We have Derrick Grace. We have Kenny Burns, and then of course the legendary Dame Dash. So we're gonna have an open format. Like I said, this is an opportunity. We're gonna try. We try to switch it up a little bit. We was going back and forth what we wanted to do for the 100th episode. So for this episode, we figured that we do. Since we can't do live events anymore, we do a live podcast and have it on YouTube. It will be on all audio platforms at 8 o'clock tonight. And then we're going to open it up for EYL University members to actually ask questions. And we wanted to try to give the public and our most loyal supporters an opportunity to interview these people that they see us interview. So I'm really looking forward to it. This is going to be, something that, like I said, I'm sure that everybody will enjoy. And, we're just looking forward to it. So before we bring on our first guest, we kind of just have to give you guys a rundown of where we are as far as Earn Your Leisure. It's crazy. A lot can change in 21 months. When we started the podcast, we didn't really have an idea of like how podcasts ran or how it actually do podcasts. And now not only do we have one of the top business podcasts in Earn Your Leisure, but we also have two top business podcasts. Market Mondays. Shout out to Ian Dunlap. That's a cultural sensation right now. Market Mondays is a huge thing. So we have a podcast network, and we're looking to produce other people's podcasts. We're looking to help out with other people's podcasts, and just give our level of experience that we've been through in our journey, and try to help other creatives. So we're working on a few different things, few different people. So that's something that we're very excited about.
It's coming, man. We got a lot of shows coming down the pipeline, and you're going to see them real soon. If you are in our investment group, if you look down the details of how our weeks look, you saw that there's a new show that's coming at the top of next month. So we're excited about that. And like I said, we're always looking for new talent, man. And we don't have to look too far because we have so much talent. Out of all those names we just said, there's so much talent and so much information. It's just, you know what? Why not just open the door for them to have a voice too? We don't want to hog it for ourselves. It's good for us to bring them on, but let's let them have their own platform and let's everybody grow together. That's group economics right there.
Yeah, for sure. So that's something that we're extremely excited about. EYL Network, keep your eye out for that. And then also EYL University. EYL University is something that we really, really put a lot of attention into, a lot of pride into, and that's something that has been growing very rapidly. So we're very thankful for that. We want to make EYL University the #1 online school in the world. That's really our goal, and it's a business that we started last November, and it has picked up tremendously. So shout out to everybody in EYL University.
EYL University not even a year yet.
Actually, this week tomorrow we got a class,
a
real estate class on private lending and creative financing. So EYL University is something that we are very, very proud of. It's weekly webinars. It's bi-weekly meetings with you for the Book and Movie Club. Bi-weekly real estate meetings with MG, the mortgage guy. And then I'm going to start doing my financial planning meetings with the guys and ladies. And
that's going to be big.
Yeah. So we got a lot of stuff planned. We got a lot of stuff. Market Mondays, of course, EYL University members have Zoom access. So that's another thing too. And we talk about that even with the business model is that, shout out to Derrick Falcon. When he said like, you don't need 7 different avenues as far as income streams. Like you really got to, do what you do well, and then you can always branch off of that.
We've been preaching that for so long. Like we've been saying that like this is EYL is the tree and everything that comes from it is the branches. So we're just trying to get as many branches as possible. Like we posted that today, right? One is too close to none. So we're going to try to make as many branches, and we don't have to venture too far. Like I said, right? We network with people. We have a lot of resources in different industries. And we tell people information's on us, the application's on you. But like, we're doing the same thing. Like we get the information and now we're applying it. So we're living testaments of what we're actually preaching.
Yeah, for sure. So and then we got the merch popping. So this is
the merch. Can we talk about the merch?
Yeah.
So we're going the merch is going through a revamp right now. And we're looking to get it out in the fall. So I know a lot of the times we've been hit like, yo, we need some stuff for the ladies. We need some stuff for the kids. It is coming. It is coming. The fall, we're going to have our women's line coming out. It's going to be a whole collection. And we're working with some really, really, really good people in the industry who have kind of guided us and given us a lot of pointers on how to get it out in the right way. So we're working on that. Women's line's coming, kids line's coming, and we got some stuff for the fellas that's coming as well.
Yeah. So, we want to be example. This is a business show first and foremost. So we talk to a lot of great entrepreneurs, but we also want to be an example for all of our supporters as far as entrepreneurship as well. And, the whole theme of our show is transparency. So we're always going to keep it real with y'all. So we want to just kind of give you some insight on what we're doing as far as our business model and how we've been able to grow in the last 21 months. And it's really our business model. We've been growing laterally. We have the podcast. So we started the network. That obviously makes sense. We can help other people create podcasts now. We have, a platform so we can wear merch. So that obviously makes sense. The online university is definitely something that's obvious, being in relationships that we built. And, the virtual situation has kind of stopped the touring. But whenever we can get back out there on the road, the tours is going to be lit again. So, we before we kick the podcast off, we just wanted to kind of give you just some insight on, just some game as far as what we got going on with Earn Your Leisure personally. A lot of times we don't really get a chance to talk about what we have going on as far as our business model. But I think
a lot of people question that. They're like, yo, what y'all got going on? We got a lot going on, man. So like, it's important that we tell them. We also got something in the works with our guy. He kind of announced it the other day, our bro Alex.
Shout out to Alex, man. EYL Trucking, definitely going to get some trucks on the road. That's another thing too. We built a lot of relationships with a lot of our guests, and whether it's MG the mortgage guy helping with real estate, or whether it's Wallstreet Trapper or Ian helping out with stocks, or whether it's Alex helping out with trucking. These are people that are personal friends of ours. So yeah, EYL Trucking,
that's on the way.
Definitely will be on the way, God willing, before the end of this year. We'll have a couple of trucks on the road.
Yep.
So yeah, and once again, this is just to kind of provide some level of insight and give maybe some level of motivation, because we just started all this stuff. Everything that I just named, we didn't have none of that a year and a half ago. So, in 21 months, and this all started on just Instagram, really. Yep. All started on Instagram, and from Instagram, it just hit the whole entire world, from the podcast to YouTube to everything else. So, you take it one step at a time. But there's always something next. There's always a next level that you can reach in business, for sure.
As we grow, right, we learn and we teach, and we just add to it. Like you said, we didn't come in thinking like, yo, we're gonna have trucks. It was just something that we heard and it was like, yo, that sounds like a great business deal. We need to get involved in that. Like, I wish y'all could see where we at right now. Like, we literally sat maybe 10 feet from where we are right now with the idea of doing something. And 2 years later, it's like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And rest in peace. We got the albums on the wall. We got the legendary Nipsey Hussle, and we got the legendary Biggie Smalls. So rest in peace to both of those gentlemen. Both of them was tremendous inspirations.
Absolutely.
In our lives and Earn Your Leisure in general. So yeah, that's another thing too. We got our new studio. If you've been rocking with us from the beginning, you saw we started in the dining room, in Troy's dining room with the green wall.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So now we actually was able to build out an actual studio. We're still working on it, but it's just we wanted to show you our progression. So hopefully, it can serve as some level of motivation, or just some help or some tips that you can use as far as your motivation to grow.
It's one of the things we've been talking about a lot. It was like, look, you don't want to start perfect, right? Because then the audience can't see you grow. So like when y'all saw us start with the green wall in the background, y'all saw us behind the step and repeat. It all had to lead to this point, right? As we accumulated more things, it was like, all right, well, we got to make the presentation look better, right? Because we're not competing against the person next door. We're competing against the top people in the game, right? Like I hear a lot of people say, y'all the top Black podcast. I'm like, we take that very literally. We want to stay there, right?
We want to be the top podcast.
Period. Yeah, that's it. We want to be in the top podcast. So when I go through that list and I look at the faces, I'm like, damn, it's just us up there. Like we need more. So like that's what our goal is going forward. We want more. So like anybody that's willing and ready to get into this game, especially the podcast game, and has a lot of knowledge to share, we want more. We want to take over the charts, man. It's been a monopoly for so long. Change is coming.
Yeah. So we're gonna bring my boy on, but before we bring him on, just as a reminder, we are running a promo code for the end of the month. This is our biggest seller we've ever ran for EYL University, 50% off. So if you're interested in joining EYL University, you can go to EYLUniversity.com and enter Como Pro Fall, and you get 50% off discount. And then I just want to shout out Francisco for the super chat. Andre Hatchett, our guy, he's the first teacher that we have for EYL University. Shout out to Pro Money. Appreciate it. Let's bring on our first guest. Let's get it rocking.
Let's get our guy in there.
Yeah, let's get it rocking, man. Yeah. This is
He got two names in here. Which one is he?
Which one is it? Which one is it? You got both hands raised. There you go. There he goes. What's up, brother?
Oh, the legend. You got to unmute yourself, bro.
What's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on, Mr. Rashad, Mr. Troy? How y'all
doing? Hey, how's it going?
Yo, I knew you was going to say Mr. Troy, Mr. Rashad. That's why I love you, man. Shout out to the Spurgo billionaire himself.
Yes.
Episode 74. And Mama's there, too. What's up, Mom?
How you doing?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Oh, we're doing great. We're doing great.
Good. Now, first, I want to properly introduce Trey. If you don't know who Trey is, he's the #1 episode that we have.
375,000 views. Yeah. Don't take that lightly.
375,000 views on YouTube. 14. How old are you? Still 14?
I'm 14, but it's probably still at three. It's probably at 380 now. You know, it go up every few minutes.
Yeah, that's my boy, man.
Love that energy.
Spurgo, man, just a very inspiring story. If you haven't checked that episode out, make sure you check the episode out. Spurgo is 14-year-old CEO who started a clothing brand with $147, I think, something like that.
178.
$178 and turned into a six-figure business in a couple years. You seen him with Diddy. You seen the baby wearing his stuff, Lil Durk, Ben Simmons,
who not wearing
all kinds of stuff, kinds of stuff. So, you know, Spurgo is he's just an inspiring person, and his mom also, you know, her story is amazing within itself.
Yeah.
Teacher that retired to really just be a full-time, CEO, co-CEO of the company and to help matters. So first and foremost, man, how you doing, man? How's everything?
Everything's going great. I'm actually at the store right now, and I'm just super excited to actually be on a call right now. I actually got some customers downstairs. You know, we moving. You know, I'm feeling real great though. EYL is where it's at, man.
Yo, man, I don't think people know, like, your episode was so crazy. Like, y'all took the train from Philly to come see us, like, in the afternoon. Like, yo, we need to do this. And this, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, Mom. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. I was so nervous after y'all left, right? Because when y'all left, I was trying to put up the visuals for it, and I couldn't find it.
Oh.
Yo, I didn't even call Shotty. I don't think you know that. I didn't call him because I know he's gonna be like, nah. I was like, yo, Mike, we got a problem. I said, we got a problem. And luckily I was able to recover it. And now with 375,000 views later, nobody ever knew that, but you now know, man. Shout out to you.
That's dope.
Yeah. So Trey, let's get right to it. You just opened a brick and mortar store in the middle of a global pandemic. What was your, like, that's kind of interesting. What was your rationale behind that? And how has things been? Because I mean, yeah, it's like you opened a brick and mortar and it looks like you're doing well. So how's it going?
So everything's really going really great. The reason why I actually wanted to have a brick and mortar, I remember I was actually talking to you guys on this on episode 74, and I was telling you guys, like, look, I want to have a brick and mortar. But the reason why I wanted to open up a brick and mortar is because, you know, one second. You can turn this off. When you having a brick and mortar, people can feel the clothes, people can try it on. And once people come into the Spurgo store, it's like an experience. The music is on. My mother and my pop-up is in here. My pop-up is security. And people just also, they like to see me. They like to, you know, meet me in person. And, you know, I've been wanting to have a brick and mortar for a long time. And also, it's not just a store, it's a full headquarters. So upstairs, I'm right here in the office.
Like a boss?
Yep. So the upstairs is an office. You know, I got so many TVs mounted up in here. We have classes up in here, and we get on all our calls up here in the office. And I'm gonna give you guys a tour and everything like that on the full headquarters.
My God.
Right downstairs in the basement, we have a full warehouse. We, you know, everything that gets shipped to the store, we get boxes and things like that. And I have a team who separates everything size by size. So that's really cool. I got a warehouse, a store, and an office. And, you know, this building is just everything. You know, we get people from Maryland, California, everywhere all around the world that just come in and get the Spurgo experience. And, you know, I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I went from, you know, delivering out the trunk of the car to now having a full-time, you know, store and things like that. I have a team, which is also great because if I ever need to step out or make a run or fly out to Atlanta, or anything like that, I got a team that hold it down for me. Like I got my mom right now hold it down for me. I got my pop-up that hold it down for me. And sometimes we just switch positions and things like that. You know, always just staying flexible. I'm able to work the register. I'm able to work in a warehouse. I'm able to do all different type of things. And we just, you know, switch it out sometimes. Sometimes my mom might have to run to the bank and I'll hold it down for her. Sometimes I might have a speaking engagement and she'll hold it down for me. And that's what it's all about, having a team. And I'm so glad I got a store right now. So that's great.
Yeah, family business. So you manufacturing the actual clothes downstairs now?
No. So that's just the warehouse. That's like the fulfillment center down there.
Got you.
But one thing we do, we ship from the store. So, my team, what we do is, we're not just like, we're not just doing like a lot of point of sale. Well, we're doing a lot of point of sale in here, but we're also shipping from here. So we get the shipping labels and we ship everything from here as well.
Amazing, man. I love it.
That's a fact, man. Let's. I know that the people want to ask you some questions, so let's go to the EYL University and see what they got.
Yeah, let's see.
For the young entrepreneur.
Anastasia, I'm coming to you. Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
Hi guys, thank you so much. You are an inspiration. Well, all of you guys are inspiration, but you young man and your mom, you guys are inspiration. I have a 13-year-old. She loves to draw. She's into fashion. How did you know exactly like your design? Or I should ask, how can I motivate her more to try to get closer to what her design wants to be? Or what was the start?
I couldn't hear it. We didn't hear the question.
Yeah, we didn't hear it. It was.
I think she was trying to say like, what's the best way to develop a design? Like she has a daughter that wants to be a designer, but I think she needs some help as far as motivation, as far as like how to develop a design. Like, how did you come up with your design? Like, what's some motivation that she can give to her daughter as far as like developing a design?
It's like helping is to just find what they're naturally talented in and allowing them to explore in an area and then investing in them. Like for instance, if your kid is, like I think as parents sometimes we think we know what they want. Invest in like maybe
Is mom chopping?
Well,
I think they froze.
Like it'll be like a stepping stool to the next thing. Maybe they'll grow into something else, but maybe during that time they learn that I have to work hard in order to make this ice cream, or they may learn something in science, like, oh, ice cream doesn't freeze until this point or that point. But just in investing in them and allowing them to, grow in whatever it is that they're interested in or naturally talented in, that will give them the motivation and the character traits to be successful in whatever it is they want to do, whether.
Okay. Yeah, you're a little choppy. You're cutting out a little bit. I think your Wi-Fi might be a little choppy. Yeah. But
mom, that's why I thought you were so inspirational. And I'm happy that we got to have you on there, because as parents, a lot of times, man, we will ignore our kids' talents, right? We will ignore it and we'll discourage it, right? When we should just be encouraging and let them go, let them breathe. And that's part of the freedom. And that's why I think you are so important to the story. And I'm glad we got to sit down with you and Trey.
Yeah, for sure. Let's get another question.
Thank you, Anastasia.
Thank you.
Let's go to Mike. Mike, you're unmuted. Unmute yourself.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Mike?
What's going on, Mike?
What's going on, Mr. Mike?
First and foremost, I want to say, like, I'm proud of y'all. Like, I've been with y'all since the beginning, but I didn't get my first membership until about like a month ago.
That's all right.
Love, bro.
Welcome.
But Trey, what made you want to start Spargo, and how'd you come up with the name?
Hey, Mr. Mike. So I started Spurgo January 2018. I started with my birthday money. I had got about $300 for my birthday. I spent half of it on like liabilities, like video games. What Mr. Rashad and Mr. Troy say all the time, assets over liabilities, right? So I spent half of it on like liabilities and things like that. And I was looking at the other half, like I had $178 left, and I was looking at it like, I want to invest in something positive. I want to invest in something powerful. So I came up with Spurgo. I came up with the logo. I came up with the logo. I came up with the name, and I came up with the name combining the words sports and heroes. So heroes, like positive people all around the world that I look up to. So like Mr. Rashad, Mr. Troy, Mr. Sean Diddy Combs, Meek
Right.
Mills, all them different people like that. They are some of my heroes. Geo, and I added Geo at the end because Spurgo for the go-getters. It don't really matter what your profession is, but as long as you getting up every single day, working hard, that's Spurgo. Spurgo for the go-getters.
Oh, definitely. That's dope.
And then you can also learn a lot more, about me in my book, Trey's Way, My Entrepreneurial Keys to Success. I just released this, and it's the second edition. We ran up about 1,500 copies on the first run, so this is the second edition. And you can learn so much about me and so many more pictures, and you can hear the story. This is really for a lot of up and coming entrepreneurs, anybody that just that really want to get into it.
Yo, I love that, man.
A true salesman.
A true salesman. Yo,
A true salesman.
Hey, Trey, where can they get the book at?
You could get the book at Spurgo.com. So you can see the hoodie right here. This is how you spell Spurgo, SPERGO.com. And then just type in book and you'll see my entrepreneurial keys to success come up and everything like that. So that's where you could get the book at.
Oh, man, I love it. I love it.
Nah, Trey, I wanted to ask you a question.
Appreciate you, Mike.
You still rocking with Diddy and Meek Mill? What's the situation with that?
Yes, for sure. Man, they my guys. I hit them up. I hit them up any chance I get. I hit them up any chance I get. And I don't even know if this had happened when I was on your call. I mean, when I did the first episode. But after I think about January, February, Mr. Sean Diddy Combs, he gave me a grant for Spurgo, $25,000. And with that $25,000, I was able to invest in a storefront. So that's how I was able to invest in my headquarters was with the grant that Mr. Sean gave me. And that was just amazing. And that was a big launch for Spurgo. And that really helped us out a lot. So that's great. And me and Mr. Sean, we talk a lot. And we was just like, we always hitting each other up. Me and Uncle G, Greg, Big Business, we hit each other up, Oh yeah, and I'm about to do the Vote or Die campaign with Mr. Sean Diddy Combs. That's in the works. So we just always working. And we contact each other a lot.
I just want to say don't let that go over your head. A lot of times people you never know what somebody's doing. And Diddy, he never publicized that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So it's like, a lot of times with celebrities, we quick to say what they're not doing. We quick to throw people under the bus in our culture. But, he just gave this young man a grant for $25,000 to help open a storefront. Now he's employing his friends, his family members, his have co-workers, things of that nature. So shout out to Diddy, man. That's actually a pretty dope situation.
Yeah, I remember when we saw you a day. We was in Miami and we was like, we had seen you. I'm like, yo, we about to interview this dude. And we saw you before you saw us, but you had that bop. I was like, yo, this kid's special, man. He got that bop. He was walking down the street. He had no idea we was watching him. I was like, yo, I love this kid, man. So you still got your partners that are working for you, your brothers and all that?
Yes, definitely. I have them working, and they just love working, with Spurgo and just working for Spurgo. It's like, Spurgo is not just a brand; it's like a movement. We just represent positivity, and things like that. And my goal is like within 5 years, I want to employ over 150 youth, because I feel like that's important. I want to create jobs. I want to create opportunities, and things like that. So any chance I'm hiring my cousins, I'm hiring, my friends and things like that, showing them that, you can make money by doing positive things. So I feel like, that's really important. But my brother and a lot of my cousins are working for Spurgo. And I'm really happy about that. I'm happy. It's like a family business. My papa, he's working security. And one thing I go by is like, why hire other people? Why hire other people out of your circle when you got people in your circle that's willing to work, and you got people in your family?
How's it feel? How's it feel to be able you the man, like you taking care of your family? Like that's a good feeling, right? To be able to provide for your family and provide for your friends. Like how's that feel? It's a good feeling, right?
Yes, definitely. It feels great. And it feels just comfortable working with my family. It's also great because I'm able to see my family even more. It's like we kind of spend the family time while we working, so that's really cool. And then, You know, that's just what it's all about. We breaking generational curses. You know, we building generational wealth. And that's what it's all about.
Let's get one more question.
Let's go. Let's see. Sam B, we coming to you. Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
Get it.
What's going on? So I got 2 quick questions real quick that I'm gonna shoot to both y'all really. The first one, I got a newborn, 4 months old, and I'm trying to get his drip right in the EYL merch and Spurgo merch. So what's going on with that?
Say less, man. It's part of the collection. It's part of the new collection. We're trying to get it out before Black Friday. We're trying to have it out. So
Okay.
we gonna push it, and I'm sure our boy Spurg's Trey gonna do something special as well.
Okay.
Yes,
and
definitely.
Then, oh, my bad.
Oh, I was just saying, yes, definitely. We actually working on the newborn sizes right now. The smallest size we got right now is the kids extra small, but we going into like tower sizes now.
Okay, I appreciate it. And then a quick question. Is your store open to come in and visit right now during these times?
Yes, definitely. If anybody ever hit Philadelphia, you always welcome to come through. The address is 2943 West Master Street. I'm always posting it on Instagram and Facebook, so you could check it out any chance you get. If you're in Philadelphia, you know you definitely got touchdown. We always playing up in here. You know, it's always positive vibes up in here. The music is playing, wallpaper's up, so you know you could take pictures and it's great.
Let us see the store.
All right, let me turn it around.
Appreciate you, Sam.
Go.
Okay.
Here's the store right here. Let me put the camera. Here's the store right here. Hey guys, welcome to the Spurgo store. I was up on a call, so.
Here you go, little man. You said your birthday tomorrow?
It's your birthday tomorrow? Happy birthday. Yeah. So here we go right here. All right, so the warehouse might be a little messy. You know, we've been shipping a lot of products lately, but here's the warehouse right as soon as you come downstairs. I'm giving you guys the exclusive look. You know, I don't really show people this, but I'm showing y'all the exclusive look, man.
Hey, yo, I love it, man. You know what?
EYL, y'all family, man.
That's a fact, man. We got to come to Philly to touch that store, man. I say, look, you are a landmark now in Philly, right? What the Marathon store was for Crenshaw, that's what the Spurgo store is for Philly, man. It ain't about Philly cheesesteaks no more. It's about that Spurgo billionaire store. Make sure y'all go support our boy, man.
Spurgo drip.
That drip.
Yeah.
Roger, he putting up some more signs in the Spurgo store. Check this out. I'm gonna show you what Mr. Rogers did so far.
Yo, just keep going, Spurgo. There go your affirmations.
14. How old are you again? 14?
14.
14, man. It's nothing that there's no limits to anything, man. As long as you got a plan and a dream. If a 14-year-old can have a full-fledged clothing store with a warehouse, anybody can do it, man. Spurgo, man. Trey, we gotta run. We gotta bring somebody else on. But once again, bro, I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you, bro. I wanted to ask you about that grant. Was that because you and Diddy had that relationship, or was he like doing it for other people as well?
So what happened was when I came to Mr. Sean's house, and I had gave him my picture again, and he was just really feeling it. He said, "You know what I'm gonna do for you, man?" He said, "You know what I'm gonna do for you, man? I'm gonna give you my first grant ever, for my Black business, campaign." So right now, I don't know if Mr. Sean is still doing it. I know I was the first. He said he was saying that I was his first. I don't know if he's still doing it. But it was really good, and I thank Mr. Sean every day for that because it really helps Spurgo out.
Nah, I appreciate you, bro.
Yo, always love from
Trey,
us, man.
I'm pulling up. We pulling up to the store, man.
Yeah, I already know what's gonna be on the TV when we get there.
Yeah, definitely. And when y'all pull up, man, don't even tell me that y'all pulling up. I want to get surprised.
Done.
All right, bro.
Love, bro.
Peace.
All right, peace. Thank you so much, guys. My Instagram is CEO Trey Brown. Check out Spurgo.com. 2943 West Master Street. That's the Spurgo headquarters. Come check it out. Let's get it.
Love is love.
Never miss the plug.
Never. That's my guy.
Shout out to Greg on the super chat. Appreciate you.
Gee, what up?
Spurgo, man, a legend, a true legend out here in the streets.
A legend.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah, our guy.
Okay, from one legend to another legend. Let's get it rocking.
Oh, I see him. He ready. He got
Let's
his hair
get it
raised.
rocking.
He got his hair
Let's
raised
get
and all
it
that.
rocking, man. This is, I told you, we play no games with this 100th episode, man. We going heavy hitter to heavy hitter to heavy hitter.
Yeah, it don't stop. It don't stop.
Just going, just keep keeping it going.
Yeah.
Yo.
There he goes. There he goes.
Yes.
The man, the myth, the legend. What's
I
up,
want
bro?
to talk about legends.
Yo, I'm cracking. Yo, you guys are. Yo, this is amazing, bro. Can I just say, I'm sitting here. I'm having a fun time watching. It's like video, but it's visual, and you guys are keeping it dynamic. People popping in and out. You got the Earn Your Leisure thing set up. I mean, this. I see Nip in the bag. Like, yo, this is a whole vibe, man. And one thing I'm proud of too is like when I jumped on your guys' episode on the show. I think it was episode 45.
Definitely.
The first thing I said, watch the footage. The first thing I said was, yo, first I want to start by saying congrats to you guys, man. Because like it takes a team, it takes an effort. You guys are really doing your thing. And like I'm proud that I saw that in you guys from off the rip, man. You guys take it serious. You guys learn. You guys like do what you do. So I just want to start again by saying salute.
Wow, bro, yo, that was a good night, man.
Nah, man,
a lot of these pull-up stories are great, man. But you pulled up, and we was just kicking it for a while. Like taping was just the easy part.
Yeah, nah, John, man, I appreciate it, man. That was a legendary episode. For anybody that has not watched the episode, you're doing yourself a tremendous disservice.
Episode 45.
He gave game on so many different stuff. He gave game on the venture capital.
Mhm.
He gave game on how he started his journey from actually building a $1 million dry cleaning service at like 19 years
From
old.
the doorman to the
from the doorman to
the board.
and then also the media. He gave us the media game.
Absolutely.
Because John's been a superstar in the media world. So before we start, man, I know a lot has changed since the last time we spoke. So what are you up to these days? Are you still you're not in VC anymore, huh?
No, I'm not in VC, man. That's right. A lot has changed. And it's been, man, I think what I love truly the most about this game is that, what I found is that entrepreneurship for me has just been it's been a vessel for self-expression, and at various different times in my journey, whatever feels right to me in that moment to be doing, that's what I'm doing. And that took me from starting it out in my own, it was de facto a dry cleaner, but it would have been anything, man. You take someone who's got that hunger, like if it wouldn't have been media for you guys, it would have been something else. Right. And so, I've been fortunate to grow and learn, and HCP was a great journey. And for me, I always had a mysticism about VC from the outside, as it has that allure, right? Because it's funding the companies of tomorrow. And so I was looking at it, and well, what does a self-starter go and do? Ended up finding myself in some situation where I somehow, found myself in a group where we decided to go and pull hard in the same direction, and get it popping. And yeah, it's given me tremendous insight. And I think it got to a point where I had to be honest with myself that I'm not a fund manager type. I didn't know what it felt like. I know what it is on paper, but until you find yourself in a seat, then you can be the arbiter of your own, sense of like, all right, bet this lights me up all the way, or some does and some doesn't. And yeah, I ended up stepping down at the top of the year, made space. And now, man, I'm cooking up on a new venture. And you know what I realized, bro? That I fucking love being an operator. Let me be in the trenches. Let me roll the sleeves up. Let me do the hard work, man. Like I love it. So I'm feeling very alive, and it's good to be with you guys, man.
John, when you that announcement came at the top of the year that you were stepping away, I texted you, and I said congratulations. And most people probably was like, what is he doing? I said, yo, congratulations, because I know the fire, and I know the next thing's gonna be crazy. And you're wearing it now. You remember the text?
Yeah. I remember the text.
And so you're wearing one of the things that you started. Let's get into that a little bit, man. Equity, man. I love it. Why the name? Why clothing? Let's get into that a little bit.
Yeah. For me, by the way, you know what I'm realizing, man? This is like the Breakfast Club of the business urban community. What the fuck? You guys are inviting the top from the space, and we break down our business plays, and we're doing it live. Like, wow, I just can't get over how really cool this really is.
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you.
But yeah. So yeah, equity apparel for me, man, is interesting because we were in the early stages of the true lockdown. And I think coming into this year, I remember having dinner with the Harlem Capital team at the top of 2019. And we were going around talking about like what's on our, on the radar. What do we think about the year to come? And we were all speaking of we almost felt like there was a looming recession because everything had just been going so well in the markets and just in general. We could not have foreseen this, but here we are 8 months. Wow, I guess into this year.
Mm-hmm.
And in the midst of the lockdown, there was still like all right, what do we do in this phase where everyone's at home? And so for me, I teamed up with my boy, Ani. And for me, it's like, all right, we have chops around media and content production and folks are at home. It was almost like an experiment for us to stay in the spirit of like, yo, let's start something quick. Let's spin it up, like I love the concept of ownership. I think that's the most powerful message we can have. And what's more powerful than just rocking it on you? And can we create it in a way that like feels cool that people could rock and it wasn't so expensive. We're also not trying to make it a Zara, just a little concept that we can spin out. And I think the best way for anyone listening, the best way to know if you got it in a skill is just to keep the reps up. And so we started Equity Apparel. And it'll be a platform that I think we can grow over time. And I think we can take it to interesting places, but I'm not in a rush with that one. And I'm not looking to make that my main thing. I just kind of got that going and can always stay, in the culture that way. Oh,
that's what's up. Well, John is the entrepreneur. So I'm sure people have questions. So let's get some questions from EYLU I'm sure people have questions for John.
Yeah. EYLU, just raise your hand and we're going to get to you. Judy, we are coming to you. Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
Oh, shout out Marcus.
Oh, no, this is Judy. Congratulations, guys. We've been rocking with you for a while now and we appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
That we know we already got, stock portfolios.
All right.
We got VAs waiting for that one house away, so we pushing. I just want to say to first and Rashad, when you first started the podcast, what was your most hesitant thing? What was the hesitation before you launched? What kept you, and then what pushed you forward?
Well, for me, and I'm sure John can speak on this too, is not necessarily the podcast, but I personally wanted to do social media for a long time. I just felt like, I remember years ago telling my friends like, yo, I want to be like the financial guru on social media. Like, I just felt like there was a space for that, but I didn't do it for years because you just kind of get self-conscious and you like, what do people think? And it might be weird. And like, what are my friends going to think? All of a sudden I'm just popping up with selfie videos about finance. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, that kept me away from doing it for years. And I feel like if I would have started what we're doing now 5 years ago, we would be Bloomberg right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I say that to say, in the grand scheme of things, I look at life like, we all going to die one day. And when you die, none of this stuff really matters what people think. So a lot of times we get held back on public opinion, what people think, what, our friends might think. And it really stops us from pursuing our dreams and going out there and making stuff happen. So for me personally, that was my biggest hurdle was how I was going to be perceived and, how people was going to look at me. And once I got over that, it's been rainbows ever since. So yeah.
Okay, Troy, you can answer that too, man. It was just
yeah. I mean, we can all answer it. So, like I said, there was really no fear. Like, I knew his vision, and that's my brother. So, like I said, I'm always going to support him. If he would have said like, "Yo, I'm gonna start a trucking company," or "I'm going into sanitation," I'm gonna start that. I'd be like, "All right, let's do it." And so when he was like, "Yo, I had watched him doing this financial literacy thing because he was doing it in the classroom with me, and then he went to social media with it. And so I was like, "All right, man, this is cool. You want to do this?" He said, "Let's do a podcast." I'm telling you, it was a simple conversation. He said, "You want to do a podcast?" I said, "Yeah." All right, well, how do we do that? And the rest is really much history. We kind of came up with a plan of how we want to do it. We shot some episodes, and once we did it, people just gravitated toward it. So it's been green light ever since, bro.
John, can you speak about that? Because like I said, I mean, John has been an entrepreneur for a very long time. And did you suffer from those same elements, or were you just like, screw it, it is what it is?
It's a good question. I think, man, I think like, to me, the alternative was scarier, actually. So I was running to the thing that felt safer. Cause like for me, just the thought that someone could fire you kind of at any moment's notice. In fact, I was fired in a given moment's notice when I was a doorman. And it's just like, damn, just the thought that someone could be like, you done now. And it's just like that cuts off, like, you know, what's holding you down. That to me was scarier. And so I immediately, you know, I felt like I could replace my wage somehow, some way. And that's kind of what got me going. And then over time, man, I've fallen in love with the idea of that you can conceive something in your head, and you know you can, you know, create a visual identity for it. You know, come up with the use place in the market. Like, all right, bet I think this could be cool over here. Can you work on distributing that and bring it into market? You know what I'm saying? Like I have fallen in love with the art of it all. So
yeah,
that like pivot from one business to the other. What's your guide for that? Like, or it's just you just go with your feelings.
Say it again, Judy.
Say it again.
Like for John Henry, like when he's like that, when you pivot from like one thing to the other, is it just with the feeling, or you just a lot of thought goes into it, or you just flow, or you just let it flow?
Well, I'll say this: like that question is rooted. Like, a practitioner, someone who's doing it day in, day out, is not really going to have that question, you know, because like when you're out there doing, you know, it's so visceral, it's so real. It's like saying like, yo, if someone squares up on you, are you going to know if they just are coincidentally moving towards you fast? Or are you going to know because you're fucking in the, like, it's, you know, it's real, you know? So
Got your grill knuckle up.
Like go, you know, when you're out there doing it, you're gonna know, you know what I'm saying? Like life has a strong pull energetically. So that's kind of always been my approach.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate you, bro. Let's get a few more.
Michael, we are coming to you. Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted. MG.
Yo, what's up, y'all? I just want to say shout out to y'all. I'm 20, I'm in college, so like, and I'm from a city called Lawrence, Mass. Shout out to Lawrence. So like what y'all doing for me right now is like, I feel like this investment is worth more than me even being in college right now. So I just want to say shout out to y'all.
Appreciate you, Michael.
I appreciate you, bro.
That's dope.
My question is for y'all. If you could have any life advice for a 20-year-old in college, first generation college student, what would it be?
John, you got advice for young man?
Yeah, man, I could say, bro, like looking back, I'm 27 now. So if I could give advice to my younger self, it would be, yo, sometimes the shit that you want to do the most is going to feel the most outside of the structured path. And you kind of ask yourself like, damn, is there really a career to be had here? Like this, but I would say, man, at first, like, it's so much more about doing things that like light you up more than makes you money, because when you're young in your 20s, you're not going to make that much money anyway.
Mm-hmm. Newsflash.
You're not going to make that much bread anyway. So fuck out of here about like optimizing for a job that's going to pay you 5 or 10K more in the year, you know. And by the way, that's significant. And I'm not discarding that because I come from a very, very humble family. But what I'm saying is for us, for this generation, and we have the upward mobility in front of us. We have the democratization of the web and of media, and we have so much upside potential that I think it would be a grave injustice to lock into something that optimizes for dollars in the very, very short term, in my opinion. I'd much rather you, Mike Cardoza, to go out there and like do the shit that, you know, whatever that is, like the thing that lights you up the most and captures your imagination and keeps you curious. Because what you're gonna do is fuck what it looks like on paper. In practice, you're gonna build tremendous depth in your field and really, really deep intrinsic understanding of that particular thing. And that is going to be the thing that unlocks much greater value down the road. Then you're actually not locked into a blueprint where you make an extra 5K one year and then every year you get incremental raises. That's letting the structure define your value. What you want to do is let your curiosity, your imagination drive what you're looking to do. And then you can unlock the value with your own framework, with your own fucking ideas. You control it. It's you. You can build enterprises around it. You could build charities around it. You could build research around it. But it's not afforded to you at all if you don't build that depth of perspective in a particular field.
Yo, I'm gonna take your line. If you missed John's episode, you did yourself a tremendous disservice.
John's an inspiring guy, man. You know, started out as a doorman. He started out as a doorman and then, you know, worked his way up to be a rock star in the world of entrepreneur, VC firm, and having his own TV show. So it's like when people like this speak, you gotta pay attention, you gotta listen, because it's not like he's just talking some theory. Yeah. Like he doesn't have a college degree. He was a doorman, and he literally just worked his way up by the bootstraps. So
and he's under 30. So Michael, like he's not far from.
Yeah, how old are you, John?
27, right?
27.
Yeah, he's 27. Don't let that go over your head either. That's a fact. That's a fact.
I know they say he was on the Forbes list of 30 under 30, but he on the EYL list. That's the more importantly.
Are we making an EO? Yo, man, when I think about your guys' platform, that show always excites me because I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Right? So like, all right, bet you've grown the podcast. So now thanks, Mike, for your question, by the way. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Mike.
Thank you.
Hit me on the gram, hit me anywhere. I'll hit you back. So, okay, bet. So you guys have successfully pulled off a phase one, I feel, where like the brand presence is there. People know what you stand for. And I see you guys experimenting all the time. You know, you posted up in LA, you held it down over there. And just did back-to-back. You had a lot of people over there. It was really cool. It was definitely a moment. Like people even back home on the East Coast knew that EYL was out there. So shout out to you guys. We had a thing we were gonna do in Philly, didn't work out because of COVID.
Yeah.
But at this point, you know, you guys launched a university. There's a lot of different avenues that you guys can take it. So I guess I would love to hear from you guys. What has been some of the most important things that you learned that maybe surprise you about the power of the platform that you're building? And then secondly, would also like to know if you could share any curiosities that you have for the EYL brand and where you could take it.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that question. I love how you talk, just like a true VC, like phase one.
Here goes our pitch, John.
We've completed our phase one for sure. But I mean, for us, I'll let Troy answer as well. But for us, I think we got two parts that we're really working on right now is the media side and the education side. So for the media side, like we developed the podcast network where we have Market Mondays, which is a stock show. And so we want to start producing other content for other people. And we think that that's a way to really grow laterally. So that's something that we really focused on. And then the education side. So EYL University, like we really are serious about making EYL University rival Phoenix University. We want to make EYL University. We feel like we've developed so many great relationships with people that, you know, they come back and they teach, and, you know, we have movie club, book club. We have so much stuff that we can offer on the educational side. So those two things are what we're really focused on the most right now.
Yeah. I think the thing that not surprised, but I've taken from it, the greatest thing is the power of impact. Like the power of impact. Like when I was in the educational field, I still am in EYL University, but when I was working for a school district, like there was a ceiling of how many people I could impact. It was like I could be infectious in this school. Maybe I could get that impact to another school, maybe the district. There were so many other people that I couldn't reach. And through EYL, it was just like, we go to LA, somebody knows us. We go to Chicago, they know us. We go to Atlanta, they know us. We call in, somebody just texts me from London. It's like, oh, right? We get called, somebody's from Tokyo. Yo, I'm from Kuwait listening to you guys. It's like, oh, this is it. And so I always encourage people, man, go where your greatest impact can be felt. And so like this year, I recently, I stopped teaching. And it's funny when so it's funny when you said that fear of people saying like, yo, you need to work or go home. I literally had that phone call 2 weeks ago. I said, I'm not working this year. And they asked me to take a leave. And the head of human resource said, listen, either show up Tuesday or resign.
She got spicy on you.
Yeah. So I took it in stride. I was like, okay. The prize. You know what I'm saying? So because I know long term, the greatest impact is going to be here because the people who need me here are going to be able to hear me unfiltered. We own this platform. We can say what we want. We can do what we want. Power impact, man.
Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful, man.
But John, man, we appreciate we could talk to John for 5 hours every time we
John,
speak,
you gotta come pull out. You haven't been down here, John. You gotta come back.
Yeah,
Where you guys at? Is that same neighborhood?
Same
house.
location. It's just the bottom level.
It's totally different. Yo,
Yeah.
man. Congrats to you guys again, man. Happy to. It's really a great honor for me to be on episode 100 because I think this is clearly the start of a movement, and I wanted it to be known. I was with EYL early, man. So congrats to you guys. Whenever it makes sense to rock again and do another deep dive, we'll definitely let you know. Also, cooking something new and interesting that I definitely once we announce it, would love to come back on and share.
Oh yeah, you're always welcome. That's easy.
I told you, you're on the EYL list, man.
You're always welcome. Whenever you want to pull up, just let us know.
Love it, man. Fellas.
All right, bro.
Shout out to you, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
Congrats again.
Shout out to John, man. True legend right there. True legend.
Oh man,
that guy's special.
That's my
man.
guy. Shout out to his clothing line. That equity is important, man. I love using that word equity. I love using the word economic empowerment. Yeah. And speaking of economic empowerment, we got a person that can speak on that.
Let's do it.
We got a person who can go into some depth on that.
Let's get right into it.
So let's go to her, man, because she's one of our favorite people. She's one of our favorite people.
Let's do it. Let's get it on.
Let's get to her. No ice. We good. Miss Williams, are you there?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you
gotta unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself though.
Unmute yourself.
Oh my God.
There you have it.
Oh, happy 100!
I'm so mad at y'all. If I knew y'all was popping bottles, I wouldn't have brought this one.
I mean, it's 100. We have to treat it right.
It's 100.
Yo, Mike, you got me on this one?
It's 100. So, salute. We doing it.
I'll toast y'all with my water. I'll get the Moscato a little bit later.
EYL, we are very humble beginning. So we be keeping it very hip hop. We drinking champagne out of plastic cups.
Yes, plastic cup. Look, let me tell y'all something.
That's me.
Y'all's melanin is popping over there with the assets over liabilities. Y'all over there showing off. I see Nipsey. I see the EYL poster in the back. Look, I love it.
We trying.
We're trying to create a whole little situation.
Yes.
The fam is here. So when the fam is here, we do it really nice.
Yeah. So we got to introduce Kezia. Just a domino. It's crazy because since the last time that we spoke, you had so much stuff going on. You had the campaign where it was my black receipt.
My Black Receipt,
My Black Receipt, and that was all over. That was on CNBC. That was on.
We saw you.
CNN. That was on everything.
I was nervous, but it was amazing.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. That's the first thing I want to talk about that because that really took off, and I'm not sure how much money. I'm sure you can probably.
I got some stats.
Yeah.
You did 500K in 3 days. In 3 days. We did 5 million in 3 weeks.
In 3 weeks. Yes.
Yo.
Can't believe it.
Here go the economics right here.
So what was that? What exactly was that?
Yeah, it was such an amazing experience. I think like a lot of people out there, especially Black people, we were watching the civil unrest unfold for yet another time across America. And during that time, people were really asking the question, what can we do? Like, how can we affect change so that George Floyd can be the last name that we ever have to say in relation to justice? And so I remember people saying that maybe it looks like buying Black. And though I think that buying Black is important, I think that there are a lot of people on social media that will promulgate the narrative of buying Black, but we don't actually know if they're putting their dollars in Black businesses.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought about it and I said, well, what if we were to actually quantify the Buy Black movement? And I called up one of my friends who is a tech person and I said, do you think that you could build something kind of like Color of Change where people would buy Black,
save their receipts, and upload it into a tech platform, and we could count the impact collectively. And so he was like, yeah, I could totally build it. What's the timeline? Like a year, 6 months? And I was like, no, we got like 4 or 5 days, child. He was like, what? And I was like, but it's okay, we can do it. Remember, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not yet seen. We can do it. So he started building a tech platform, and I recruited a couple of other people to join us, Talib Graves-Mans, Daryl Perkins, 19 Keys, who's also been on your show.
Yeah, he is, bro.
And
shout out to him.
we decided to just launch it on Juneteenth to see if people would put their receipt where their protest was. I mean, we were tired of Black people, Black men going into coffee shops and being treated like criminals, Black boys wearing Monkey in the Jungle t-shirts, and people just protesting for 15 or 16 days. The Montgomery bus boycott was for 380 plus consecutive days until we were able to exact the type of change that we could feel generations later. And so my Black receipt was just really a reflection of that.
So where are we at now with it?
So we're in phase 2.
Okay.
So
Here we go.
What happened was people were saying, okay, buying Black for one day is just not enough. And we had to remind people that we did this for 17 consecutive days. But what we realized through the technology is after the 17th day happened, people were still uploading their receipts. And so we decided to strengthen the technology so that now when you upload your receipt, you can see all of the other transactions that you've made over time since June 19th. And then also we've partnered in the corporate space. So Kroger reached out. Kroger is super excited to work with us to increase their minority supplier pipeline so there could be more Black SKUs on shelves. We've had conversations with other corporations like Yelp so that we can help strengthen their algorithm around finding Black-owned businesses. And there are a lot of other tech companies that are just like, hey, we're not doing this hard Black thing right. So like, how can we do that with my Black receipt? And we're like, cut a check and we're there.
Cut a check. It's that simple.
Cut a check.
It's that simple. It's that simple. Nah, you know, you're inspiration for many people. And it's like anytime we speak to her, the energy just goes.
It's never the same. I was just gonna say that, man. The reason I love speaking and watching you is because the energy is always consistent. It's always consistent. From the second we met you, it was just like I sat there in awe. I'm like, yo, I just learned a lot. My brain was hurting. I was like, yo, that was a lot. And so we were just so happy to have you in your episode 58. If you haven't checked out episode 58, Shadi, what they do?
Doing themselves a tremendous disservice. But I want to ask you a question before we let the public ask you questions. It's like we're in the age, like you said, as far as, you know, put your money where your mouth is, put your money where your protest is. I like that. But how do we sustain that? Like, how do we sustain? Everybody's talking about buying black right now and economic empowerment and support Black businesses. But how is that something that we can sustain and not just make it a fad, but make it 10 years, 20 years, 100-year thing?
No, that's an excellent question, because buying Black shouldn't just be in a response to a protest. So yeah, we can tell you put your receipt where your protest is, but that should be a continuation of what you were already doing. Buying Black should be habitual. And so let me just say that one more time. Buying Black should be habitual. At the end of COVID-19, 40% of Black enterprises are expected to close, but Black people spend $1.3 trillion annually. That is money that we're spending on our clothes, on our shoes. That's money that we're spending in our brokerage accounts. You know, I watch Market Mondays from time to time. That's money that we're spending on our hair, on our lashes. So every single time you think about making a purchase, the mentality should always be, how can I buy it Black owned? And for those people who have had the excuse to say, I don't have a Black owned business in my neighborhood, at least for COVID, if you needed a reason, a lot of people are buying online. So when you have websites like We Buy Black, when you have other enterprises like those that have whole lists of businesses all across the country that do business in physical spaces, but also do business online, there is no excuse. I think in order for us to sustain the Buy Black movement, we have to afford Black entrepreneurs a measure of grace. So I know we're used to the whole Amazon, you order at 5:34 and your package shows up at 5:35 p.m. just a minute later because they got logistics like that. But for most entrepreneurs, they are working 9 to 5 and then they're coming home and they're building their business 6 p.m. to midnight. These are entrepreneurs that are bootstrapping their way to financial success. So when it comes down to doing business with a Black entrepreneur, we have to make sure to level set our expectation. The other thing is, Black entrepreneurs need to charge what it's worth, and Black customers need to pay exactly what it costs. A lot of people are out here running around here asking for friends and family discount. Y'all ain't even related. So like, you ain't even going to brunch like you used
talk to him.
Like,
talk to him.
right, you ain't going to the club like you used to, breathing on people, giving you the COVID. So all of that money that you're saving, take that and put it into a Black enterprise right now. Perhaps Black entrepreneurs won't feel like they have to beg, borrow, and steal just for $1. If we say first, every single time we make a purchase, how can we recycle our dollar and be Black with our dollar and common with our cents?
I mean, this is a powerhouse.
That's a fact.
This is
man.
a powerhouse.
Asking for friends and family discount. You're not even.
Come on, man.
That's a.
Lady, you talking about play cousin.
Nah, I can't give it to you. I can't give it to you. Show up at the barbecue if it's real. Yo, we going to the my guy. This is my boy right here. Darius, what's going on? Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
Is he there? Do you run away?
Hey,
He right there.
What's up, bro?
what's really going down, y'all?
What's good, baby?
Man. Queen, my Black receipt. That's historical right there. That's historical. That's
Thank
historical.
you.
She really with that idea out there really showed, you know, not only entrepreneurs and but also consumers that, hey, spending money with my people, there's nothing wrong with me spending money with my people.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's right.
Real talk. I don't have to be scared to spend money with my people.
No, it should be a badge of honor. Absolutely.
It should be second nature.
Come on now. Preach your word, Darius. Come on now. Let me get the offering plate.
It should be second nature, like straight up. I guess I don't really have no question. I actually had a question for my VC brother, but me and Kezia, we friends on Facebook, so I see all of her posts.
yeah. Man, listen, you been following?
yeah. I see all her posts. I don't miss nothing that she drops.
Thank you so much for the love. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. What are the plans? So is there an idea or concept to take my Black receipt to another level?
Yeah, and I want to reiterate that we're partnering with corporations, that we're strengthening our technology. Our goal is not to make it so difficult to hold on to a receipt, take a picture and upload it, but how can we build the type of software where when you buy Black, we can automatically record the purchase? So we want to make sure that at the end of the year, at the end of the month, really at the end of the week, if you want to, you can figure out what percentage of purchases were actually spent in Black-owned enterprises.
That makes sense. That really shouldn't be too easy, because in my business I have an app that I use to take pictures of my receipts to keep track of my taxes. So
yeah,
you know,
kind of like the QuickBooks, something like that. So we're cooking up something. We're not sitting on our hands.
Yeah, the chef ain't gonna give away the recipe just yet. Daz,
He's even trying to tiptoe around it. Like,
Yo, love, bro. We're gonna see you on Breaking Bread. We're gonna see you in the book club. Obviously, always love, bro.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah.
Let's go to, I'm gonna say this. Lania. Hopefully I got that right. Lania, what's going on? They told me to trust my instincts when I'm saying these names. Did I say it right?
You it's Lene.
Damn.
Close.
It's okay. It's okay.
Lene,
So
let me start.
I love you guys too. So first I want to say I'm so thankful that I found you guys, because this COVID put me through a real bad depression. And it just helped me. It made me take faith. I brought the I'm so nervous. I can't believe that I'm talking to you guys. Sorry. What you guys doing is so helpful for me. I'm a Black entrepreneur. I'm a procrastinator. So this COVID had made me opened my eyes and stopped procrastinating and realizing that I could have done so much. But then the times, fear, as you guys were stating earlier, stopped me. So I first started purchasing stocks, just listening to the podcast. When I feel like I'm wasting time, when I'm on the bus or the train, I'm on the podcast, listening to the podcast, taking down notes. I just know the end of this year, something great is going to happen because I have so much information and knowledge due to you brothers and everybody else that's on the podcast. So may God continue to protect you and bless you. And thank you.
Thank you.
I'm just having issues logging in, but I know that's going to be fixed. And I'm just so excited to learn, I purchased so much information during this COVID, and thank God for the codes that you guys have been giving out, like the Budgetnista, you guys. So I know I'm in great hands. So I just wanted to say thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, man. Yeah, shout out to Tiffany, man. She's amazing too.
Appreciate it. Thank you for your support. And we have to talk about that too. Mental health is a real situation in our community right now. So make sure you check on your neighbors, check on your friends, check on your family members, show some compassion, because you never know what somebody's going through. It's difficult times right now, being isolated, especially for children, not going to school with their counterparts, not being able to play sports a lot of times. So that toll is draining, and to be by yourself all day. So in the midst of we this is an entrepreneur show, but all of that goes in a part. As far as you can't be successful in business if you're not mentally sharp, if you're not physically sharp. So we need to eat good. We need to we need to work out, and we need to socialize, and we need to make sure that these are trying times that we're in, not just financially but mentally. And we have to like I said, we have to be compassionate with each other. And we have to really take that into consideration before you snap on somebody or before you go off on somebody. Just consider what they might have went through. You never know what somebody's going through.
Yeah, and no one's exempt. And I want to make that very clear. No one's exempt from going through these type of situations. No one's exempt from depression. No one's exempt from anxiety. That's what comes with being in the state that we're in right now, especially as a country. So we always implore you to reach out, text someone, call someone, go through your contact list. You never know what one conversation can do, man. I've seen it happen so many times with just one conversation, letting somebody know that you're thinking about them. It could change everything. It could change their life. So we implore you to do that for sure.
For sure. So let's get a few more questions.
Yeah. Jonathan, we coming to you. What's going on, Jonathan? Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
What's going on? Learners?
Oh my God, what's good, baby?
I love this.
You guys can hear me? You guys can hear me?
Oh,
yeah, we hear you clear.
Perfect. No, man, appreciate you guys taking my questions today. But before I ask a question, I just want to say, I appreciate you guys. You guys have, I got my RA account. I got my independent brokerage account. I'm investing into options. I'm also investing into stocks long term. I also, I'm a licensed and insured contractor. I invest into real estate. So,
Queens or Brooklyn?
Huh?
You from Queens or you from Brooklyn?
Harlem.
Okay.
Harlem on the ride. No problem with them guys.
No, so I really appreciate you guys, and it's crazy because I was procrastinating to get to join EYL. That episode that you guys dropped with Dame Dash. Once you guys hit that 50%, I'm like, oh man, I gotta get now is the time for me to get it. Like I've been procrastinating. I was procrastinating. You guys one time back down to 30%. I'm like, oh, once you guys did the backdrop with Dame Dash, I was hooked right there, man. And that's how I'm feeling right now. Like I'm coming from Jersey. I just made over $3,000 doing a small job for somebody, contracting. So I'm doing the backdrop while I'm driving back to Harlem right now.
That's it. Harlem get the money. What's your question, bro?
Well, the question for the queen is, how when you find yourself coming up with this idea, right?
Yes.
And what precision were you at that moment when you came up with this idea, and what adversity were you facing at the time before you came up with this great idea?
Yeah, I appreciate that question. I just want to also send my flowers to Lene. I think what she just did, what she just admitted, was so brave, right? And I think as Phyllis said, that we are going through a lot during this time, especially extroverts like like me who are at home by themselves just trying to figure out not how to talk to the walls. But one of the things that I did pick out from what Lene said is that she was scared. And what I like to tell entrepreneurs, innovators alike is that if you're scared to do it scared. And that's exactly what you did when you joined EYL University, when you took a chance on Rashad and Troy. You invested in yourself and they maximized your return. So I definitely want to give you your flowers there. You asked what adversity was I going through during the time. I had this long story, but guys, I promise I'm gonna compartmentalize it on like what drove me to Black Upstart. But I was taught that the definition of success is you go to high school, you get a diploma, you go to college, you get a degree, and then you get a good government job with benefits. And I did exactly that. I followed the blueprint to a T. But then I realized in the workplace that even though I was working twice as hard, even though I felt like I was twice as smart, I was still being paid a separate but unequal paycheck. I was demoted 3 consecutive times by a white woman who could not believe that a woman without an advanced degree could get promoted 5 times over 6 years. And so after the 3rd demotion, I just made up my mind to say that I wanted to create my own economic opportunity in life. And so I quit without having another job lined up. And I promised myself that I would never let another hand feed me, that my 9 to 5 would always be one of several streams of income. It was during that time that I read the troubling statistic that Black women will lose $840,000 over their career, not because they're not working twice as hard, not because they're not twice as smart, not because they're not twice as good, but simply because they're Black and because they're women. And so Black women like me who are out here creating enterprises aren't trying to be the next Black Bill Gates, are not trying to be the next Black Mark Zuckerberg. We're just trying to make sure that we pay ourselves exactly what we're worth. And so for Black Upstart, I started it to train Black entrepreneurs like me, not just to start enterprises, but to start the type of enterprises that create jobs. So we wouldn't have to go begging other people for promotions, begging other people for opportunities, begging other people for paychecks that we could create and sign ourselves. So we could be just like Troy, and somebody tells us that we have to pull up on a Tuesday, and we could be like, nah, bro.
Nah, bro.
Screens are set up.
I want to correct one thing. You said that you quit. In the words of 19 Keys, you fired your job. They
Come
couldn't.
on now.
You fired your job. They could no longer afford you.
Speak heavy. Speak heavy. Nah, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. What episode?
58. Episode 58.
58. Episode 58. We're gonna be doing a bunch of more stuff in the future. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for being a part of our journey. Nah, we greatly appreciate it. We look forward to doing a bunch of more stuff together in the future. And,
to your water.
Cheers, you. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's right. That's right.
All right.
Congratulations on 100, guys.
Nah,
thank you. Mrs. Williams, always love. Thank you.
Peace. Always a superstar. Always a superstar.
Always, man. She's so powerful.
Let's bring my boy in, man.
Oh man, we had some fun with his people last week.
I told you we pulled out all the stops to make this.
We had some fun with his group last week.
Big show.
This is our guy.
This is our guy.
I can't. Oh, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
What up, bro? What's up?
What's up with you, bro?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
And you did. And I even have to ask this time. You wore the Nipsey chain. I appreciate it, bro.
Oh yeah. I got it today, bro.
I got the album up just because I knew you was coming.
Yeah, man.
Oh, shit! I see it back there. I got you.
Yeah, had to. RIP to Nip, man. Yeah. Yo, what's going on with you, bro? Man, I see you blowing up online further every day. It's growth and progression. I see you doing trucking now. You're another entrepreneur's entrepreneur. It seems like you never stop. You always got a new venture that you're working on.
Yeah, bro. So we just rolled out Grace Family Trucking Co. I think that was 2 weeks ago, and then I got the bro. He heavy. I don't know if y'all can see it. we rolling out the robotics company like end of this month, beginning of October, bro. And then the next step is gonna be the video game at the top of 2021.
Yeah, the video game. I'm looking forward to that, man. I saw a little preview of it, man. Looks good.
Yeah, bro, I got a lot of previews. I just been focused on other stuff, so I've been slipping on dropping them. But I'm gonna turn it up with the video game so people forget about it.
For sure. We just jumped into it, but Derrick, I mean, I guess he needs no introduction, but Derrick Grace, man, Derrick Grace is just an entrepreneur. He's one of our favorite guests that we've had on the podcast.
The crazy part, we haven't met, but I can't wait till we meet in person.
Yeah, bro. Hey, bro, I'm ready. I've been ready like a year and change, bro. I'm ready.
We just been vibing virtually, man. But I could just tell, man, from the first time we met, it was just like, yo, I like this guy's one of my favorites that we've ever spoken to, man.
Yeah, man. I see that tweet you said I was making $30K a day. I went on TI show, now I'm making $50K a day. Don't let that go over your head.
Bro, hey, man, I just wanted to highlight, bro, that our platforms are really like platforms like y'all, bro. That's really where it's at. Like people be trying to, no, not trying to, people just been programmed to believe like you gotta like, compromise for the other side. I be trying to tell them like, no, we make the rules, we make the trends. We who everybody want to be like, bro. And I seen that from, and bro, what happened too, like it was a back-to-back effect. Me and Tip had did Expeditionally in December.
Yeah.
And bro, he just randomly hit me. He's like, hey, bro, interview and just boom, dropped. I'm like, oh, okay. And then literally I did that with y'all probably like 3 weeks after, bro. And it was a beautiful storm, bro.
Hey, yo, bro, it was the same day. It was the same day because I was when we was doing the research, I literally watched that whole episode. It had just dropped before.
Well, we taped.
Yeah, right. Same day.
We put it out a few weeks
exactly,
after.
Yeah.
No, bro. Like y'all hit back to back, and y'all turned the summer up. It was a nice run.
Nah. DG is one of my favorite entrepreneurs because, like you said, and that's the good thing. And that's why even with this lineup today, it's like if you really looked at it, we had Spurgo, who's 14.
Mm-hmm.
We had Kezia.
Bro, right there.
Yeah. He's a genius, man. And then we had John Henry. So we want to bring on different types of people because I feel like somebody can relate to somebody. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like for Derrick, he's just doing it. He's doing it his own way.
Unapologetically.
He's unapologetically doing his own way. And he's very, very, very intelligent.
Super smart.
And he's getting to it, man. He's getting to it, and he's the inspiration for a lot of people. I think that's why a lot of celebrities, rappers, and all that, they follow him because it's like he's what they would really aspire to be.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't really know how to do the business. Like he got the business, but he's still living life on his terms.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro. It's like I call it controlled savagery. You feel me?
You gotta coin that, DG. You gotta coin that.
Hey, me and wifey like to have fun like everybody else. We like to have a good time and whatnot, but we pay our dues. We make sure our affairs in order before we go out there trying to live our best life and come back home and life and family, bro. So that's all it is.
Nah, for sure. Let's get some questions. I know that.
The hands went up crazy when you came in here.
Yeah, they want to talk to Derrick.
They want to talk to you.
They got to talk to Derrick. That's a fact.
Alex, what's going on? Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
Wow, that's hella crazy.
What up,
I've
bro?
been steering my head up for hella long. I'm in the post-Trump class.
Post-Trump pack.
Post-Trump pack. Get yours now.
You know what's even crazier? This is my first time talking on EYL. And I took a picture with Derrick when he came to Oakland. I was at Fab's store. Fab, my big homie. We from the same hood.
Oh, okay. Hey, bro. Oakland collectively, bro, always show so much love. I feel like I ain't gonna lie, I feel better than home when I'm out in Oakland, bro. Oakland always one of my best cities to visit.
That's a
yeah.
fact.
So right now I have a cannabis distribution company that I'm working on getting off the ground. I'm applying for my cannabis delivery license tomorrow. I have a clothing line, and I get things done, but I see my the thing I need help with the most is marketing. So my question to all of you guys is how can I get a better marketing view on how to go about things? Because I'm in your class, Derrick, and it's like the way you do stuff, I feel like I don't want to do it the way that you do it because we're not the same type of people. Right. But I'm like, maybe that's what's holding me back from thinking that it's a different way to do it, and really this is just a rubric, and I need to follow the rubric.
So, bro, look, I'm gonna give mine quick just in case my bros got an answer to. But bro, for me, I would definitely say, like, to me, there's nothing wrong with that mindset not to do it the same exact way, because I do feel like, bro, nothing is new under the sun. It's just about the twist and the spin that you're gonna put on it to make it original to your lane and your perspective. But for me, bro, 4 things I'm gonna focus on. Number 1, bro, what differentiates your business and your brand from everybody else's? Because the reason why I feel like a lot of people don't get significant growth is because you're looking and you're moving like everybody else. So for me, bro, I know, like, I'm risky when it comes to business. I know I got like 40 pounds of gold. I know my children can break down guns blindfolded. You feel me? So once I identify my strength, that's what I'm gonna mash out on, because that's what's gonna bring me a great deal of attention. Because it's not, feel me, 100 other people right now on the internet whose daughters can blindfold themselves, identify this and that, break it down, shoot it, all that good stuff. Number two, bro, shock value. And bro, when I make videos, I like to intertwine shock value, information, and replay value. So what I mean by that, bro, is I want to put something in front of you that's gonna move you so much. You feel me? That you like, whether you in the cubicle, whether you ride, you might have to pull over and be like, I know I ain't just see what I thought I just saw. Yeah, you just saw.
You got that down pat.
and then also, bro, you just got to put information in, bro. People want to be fed. People want to grow from your content. Not everybody, don't get me wrong. Some people just want to be entertained. But I feel like, bro, you're gonna have a reoccurring visitor, reoccurring supporter when you're giving them something and they feel like they're being fed, bro. So, bro, I ain't gonna lie, that's all I do. I just identify what differentiate me. I use replay value, shock value, and information. So, prime example, bro, you'll see my daughter in a pair of heels with a dress, but she got a gold AK-47 in her hand. You feel me? And then she gonna kick something out her mouth that most adults probably ain't heard before. And bro, there you go. Like, to me, bro, I feel like once you hitting people in them three perspectives, you gonna grab them, bro, because whether they hate it or love it, they finna watch it. If they love it, they finna support it. And if it shocked them, they finna stop and tell the person next to them or whoever they talk to immediately, like, hey, I'm finna see something on your phone. You gotta see this crazy video I just saw.
Okay.
No, that was a lot of game. That's a lot of game right there, man. I hope that didn't go over your head, because I wanted Derrick to actually teach a class. Hopefully he can still do it for us at EYL University about marketing. I feel like
we talk about this all the time.
There's nobody in the game. There's nobody in the game right now that markets himself better than Derrick Grace.
Genius, man.
Derrick Grace. Every time I'm on Instagram, that post-Trump pack is moving like blue magic.
Yo, somebody gonna be sacrificed. It might be you.
Yo, that post-Trump pack is moving.
Hey, bro, it's crazy you refer to blue magic. So like, American Gangster is like my hustler motivator movie, bro. Literally just watched it last night because I was like, fourth quarter coming out October 1st. So I'm transitioning away from teaching, but I'm gonna be doing a lot of training. But people gonna finally know when I say training, they're gonna know this Thursday what I'm talking about. But nah, bro, it's funny you even say it, blue magic.
Yeah, let's bring on. We got another question.
Yeah. Jeremy Poole, we coming to you. Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
Yo. First, I gotta start like I always do, is just give respect where it's due for what you guys are continuing to do for not just the marginalized community, man. Like, it's to really see light at the end of the tunnel and understand that, like, the changing my family dynamic, the changing the last name of changing the dynamics of my family's last name is up to me, you know, and like having the blueprints that you guys provide is like, fuck, all you got to do is execute. So really, the question that I have, and I'm so glad that I got to ask Derrick Grace, man, because it was either for you or Dame, really on your pursuit, man. Like, I love everything you do, bro. Like your non-traditional attitude, the unlearn, relearn process aspect. Because I had to do this myself, man. I spent a lot of time in prison, 5 years out, and like taking care of my family like a real man, not like not like the childish kid I used to be when I ran the streets, you know. Sure. So, what on your pursuit to becoming this, like, following the blueprint, following the script? The one thing that I learned was like, it's how we take our L's. Can we turn our losses into lessons? So what was the biggest loss that you turned into a lesson that helped you like see like the God amongst men you are, you know?
Bro, the biggest loss I ever took was being overly egotistical and that me against the world mentality, self-made, do it on my own, blah, blah, blah. So bro, from 2012 to 2018, I did everything on my own, from curriculums, books, self-publishing, shipping, everything, bro. And I started developing a team in 2018. I retired my mom and hired her, and then I hired all my brothers. But bro, no lie, like by the time 2019 hit, so bro, when I say losses, I mean like when you're trying to cover all that ground, bro, something is gonna struggle. You feel me? And if you're a naturally creator and you create, you don't even need to be trying to handle the other elements of the business because it take away from the creativity, which take away from the brand, the money, and everything. So at a certain point, I started seeing that I was in my own way. And bro, I had a gang of people tell me, man, you got to delegate responsibilities, bro. You growing, you scaling up, and you just trying to do everything on your own. But bro, when it really hit me was 2018. Like I said, I brung them 3 on. And then by 2019, bro, so like I said, in terms of the losses, I lost a gang of money because one man may forget 3 labels, or one man may not ship this on time, or one man may not respond on time, refunds, chargebacks, all that good stuff. So like 2018, bro, on the board games alone, I lost, it was somewhere around, bro, like $233,000 I lost. And then they froze like another 530. But by the time 2019 got around, bro, like currently I got 19 employees, 13 here and 6 in Spain. But bro, we've got to a place where we netting on a consistent basis $1 million a month. Like, bro, I remember stressing the hell out when I lost the 250. But now these days, in a 30-day cycle, we could grab us $1 million. And that's because I focus solely on creativity. I don't touch nothing else but the creative aspects, because that's what I do. I come up with weird, or to society, weird ideas, and I put them in motion, and then we make them boom. But bro, like that was the biggest thing I had to do with getting out of my own way. Is just I'm trying to be the HR person, the janitor, customer service, the shipper. That could get dangerous, bro. Like at a certain place in growth, it's okay because it's not, the business is not robust. But bro, I remember I put the board game pre-order out, man. We sold $900-something thousand worth of board games in 2 months. And I was out here solo, like, yeah, I got it, no middleman, I'm gonna do it on my own. I took some mean L's and I was like, nah, I'm not good at this. And bro, that's the biggest thing. To me, bro, I feel like a good leader knows when to defer. You know when to get out the way and bring in somebody who is dangerous at this, so the machine could keep growing and keep moving, bro. But that's the biggest loss that I turned into a lesson moving forward.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, DG, because on episode 37, shout out to Kezia, it still sticks with us. I just had a conversation the other day. People asked me, how do I scale? And what you said was pretty much fire yourself. Fire yourself.
Bro, you guys, you're getting your own way, bro. Because listen, and like this big bro, but I took a lot of lessons that Nip gave, and I like stuck to him too long. You feel me? No middleman. And then you realize, like, no, bro, you're trying to do business in China. You need a project manager. Nah, bro. But
playing.
Yeah, bro. I lost enough bread, and I was like, nah, I shot my own self. Never again.
Appreciate you, Jeremy.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. Keep doing what y'all doing.
Yeah, let's take one more. Let's take one more
question. Then I got a surprise for Derrick. I didn't even tell anybody. I didn't tell Troy about this yet either. But
for real?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do one more.
Let's go to Nicholas. Never seen his name before. Nicholas, what's going on? Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted. Nicholas, you there? No fridge breaks. You know how we play this.
Oh, gotta go.
Damn, we out of here. Oh, there you go. Oh, yo. As soon as I said fridge, he unmuted.
What's up, bro?
All right, what's up, fellas?
What's going on?
Appreciate it. So Derrick, I got a question for you, man. So I wanted to ask about branding. So both personal and business. So for example, MG, the mortgage guy, his personal and business brand are aligned. So I pursue a lot of things. So real estate and tech investing and entertainment. So my question is, how do I build a brand I can leverage on social media, which is a tool I know has a lot of value that I don't use enough, while having a bunch of varied interests? And what do you think the most important thing is when cultivating a brand?
All right, bro. So on the second part, the most important thing, bro, I would tell you, identify if you're going into business for money or passion or both. Because like, bro, I tell people all the time, like, when it's for passion, you understand like the lucrative side of the game may be longevity wise, it may be down the road. But when you invest in something just for that paper, which is cool too, then you got to go for the kill out the gate, bro. But bro, when you say branding and you got other interests, what you mean by that? You trying to brand something, but you got multiple businesses you running or multiple products?
Right, exactly.
Got you. So, bro, another thing too, right? I tell everybody that got multiple services, businesses, products, whatever the case is, you have to identify who is your star player. So, bro, I'm gonna say this real quick. I won't take up a lot of time, right? And it's something I never share publicly. There's only something in the course. But so, bro, I have this theory that I use called the triangle offense. So, bro, basically what I do is I compare like my 3 marquee products to 3 like prominent ball players. You feel me? So right now, bro, like post-Trump pack in courts is like my LeBron. And then like, you know, no disrespect to any other player name. And then in-home banking board game is like my Kobe. And then I got another project, like I got a robotics company I'm launching that's like my Jordan. So bro, you just gotta identify if it's about the money and you want your revenue because you know this is a good tool to use. Which one of these star players can bring you the most bread the quickest, so you can then fund the other star players and they can all grow up equivalent, or you can decide which one you want to be the strongest. So bro, I would tell you in your respective lane, decide which one of those things that you're investing in, business, product, service, that means to most of you and that's gonna bring the most bread. And bro, to me, you put your strongest child out there to come back and fight for their brothers and sisters, bro. So that's the best way that I could kind of like share. And that's bro, that's literally how I draw up plays for my products. Like, bro, so for me, real quick, I like to make 30K a day, right? I know my most prominent service and product that's gonna get me there is a post-Trump pack. So I'm already generating formula. I tell everybody too, you have to create a formula because your formula, you got to create a goal, and then your formula gonna help you get to your goal on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, however you decide to play it. Same thing with branding, bro. Whichever one you want to pop, create a formula that's gonna work in that one favor. So just last example, I won't take a lot of time. Say you bodybuild, bro, and that gets the most attention, that gets the most likes, the most this and that. I would push that business out there or that brand or that product before absolutely everything. And then you let that one build up the momentum, let that one build the fan base, and then you trickle them into other sections that they may be interested in as well. Feel me? So I'm gonna say post-Trump, post-Trump, post-Trump. But some people may not have a dollar amount or care about that. I ain't tripping. Grab your in-home banking board game. It's a lower price point. It's all about finances. Or you may have some people who strictly focused on guns. So that's when you're gonna see me bring the guns out in the video because I'm trying to track that group of people. But overall, we're gonna stick to the post-Trump because that's my most prominent player, child, baby, whatever analogy you want to use, bro. So I would tell you, identify number one, if you in this for the passion or the money. And then once you identify that, identify which one of those are gonna get you, gonna bring you fulfillment in your passion the quickest or your money the quickest. And bro, once you do that, it's gonna buy up time and it'll buy up energy for you to create other ways to leverage them into whatever else you're doing. Them other, like the other things that you said, you got a vested interest in, just trickle them out, bro. But once you build a base that trusts you, bro, you can present pretty much anything to them. And because of your face card alone, bro, they're gonna rock with you and they're gonna support it.
Nah, this dude is special.
Derrick coming back for a class.
This dude is
he coming back
man.
for a class. We ain't gonna let you leave us like this.
This dude Derrick is special, man. That triangle offense.
I like that.
I hope y'all paid attention. That was a lot of game right there. Derrick, I got a surprise for you. Don't can we bring him on?
Yeah, let's bring him on.
Nah, because he said that Dame was one of his favorite entrepreneurs, and it was like an unofficial mentor. So before we wrap it up with you, I just want to let you meet him virtually, because
I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, the big boss. He there. He just got to unmute himself.
Yeah, Dame, we got you on, bro. Just unmute yourself and turn your camera on.
Yeah, the big boss, man. We got a surprise for him.
Hey, bro,
That's my guy, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. I appreciate that for real.
That's a fact, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Even just watching this and listening to it and learning from it, man. It's crazy. When you have a vision and you're able to execute on it, there's no feeling like it, man. There's no feeling like it, to be honest with you, man. This is just a beautiful situation.
He still got principles that I use today that my people be trying to argue with me about. I'm like, nah, I'm straight. This how we doing it.
Yeah, we want me to text Dame right now.
Did I say? Oh, Nicholas, we appreciate that question, though, Nicholas. I see the hand. Oh man, the hands is going crazy already. He ain't coming yet. The hands is going crazy already. All right, the big boss is now in the room.
He's there. There he goes.
There you go.
Dame, what's good, bro?
What's good?
My God, yo, Dame, I want to first start off by thanking you, but I also want to acknowledge we don't have to step and repeat anymore, bro. Hey, yo, you be happy to see. We're gonna let Mike come in the screen, but he's wearing black jeans today.
He doesn't have white pants.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. I forgot about him. You guys are funny as hell.
Dame, before we give you the platform, I just wanted to introduce you to to one of the rock stars. I don't know if you're familiar with him or not, but he's a real rock star on social media, killing the game right now. Derrick Grace, and he's a big fan of yours. He told me today, so I just wanted to introduce y'all virtually.
What's happening, bro?
Ain't much, bro. I just not that we meet via virtually, bro. Just want to tell you thank you, bro. Gang of your principles I still use to this day. The biggest one I took from you is just planting seeds. My people get at me all the time like, why you don't save a bunch of bread? I'm like, shit, we hustling, we moving, we grinding. We just gonna keep throwing the seeds back out there. When they blossom back, they blossom back. But bro, I salute you for real. Like me and the family still sit down on maybe like an every other month basis, bro, and just binge watch your interviews, get the game, and get
That's fly. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
If you're using the game, that's the best form of appreciation to me. So if you're winning, thank you.
Absolutely, big bro. Good meeting.
All right. Good
Yo,
luck
DT,
too.
we gonna link again, bro.
I'll holler at you, bro.
All right, bro.
All right.
All right.
Game. What's going on, good brother? How are you?
Working hard.
I appreciate you joining us for this monumental situation. It's our 100th episode of our show. We're not calling it a podcast, it's a show.
We was listening. We was listening.
Yeah, man. But yeah, like I said, man, I just wanted to thank you for joining us. We got a lot to talk about. And I'm sure the public got a lot to talk about as well. But yeah, before we start, man, what's going on with you? I know you got the network that you was talking about before when you came on the show. So how's that going? I know you put our episode on the platform. So can you just tell the people about that and like kind of really fill them in as far as it, because you let us see some behind the scenes stuff of what you got a lot of stuff, a lot of dope stuff going on. So can you talk about that?
Well, I got a television network, a streaming service, and the difference between mine and most is I do everything myself. And it's scripted and there's all kinds of different things. And the content is based on not the distractions, because that's what entertainment is, to take us away from our issues and to distract us from our oppressor, but really to focus us while entertaining us on self-improvement, self-awareness, understanding real history, understanding economic empowerment, respect, just the things they're not teaching us. You know what I mean? And giving other filmmakers the opportunity to do what they need to do and not have to go through a white production company to do it. So in television right now, if you have an idea that you want a network to put out, what happens is the network needs a production company. They buy the idea from the production company, and then they give the production company all the money to make it and pay them a salary. If you have an idea, you have to go through a company like E1 or Tara Long. What's her name? Tara Long, who's been doing this, that's not from our culture. And then We Channel will only take it if it comes to a white production company to tell a black story, and then they control the narrative. They show the dysfunction, and they try to make our legends and our culture fight each other and look bad and not even get paid for it. So again, I give people a platform to do it freely, profit, partnerships, not salaries, if I work with you. And, other people that are very powerful are also doing the same things, and I'm helping them. So basically, I just finished making a movie, I just did I'm editing 4 movies right now and starting another one and prepping. And I'm doing the music right now with my rock band for the movies. This is the life that I love. This is the life that I choose. And also I want people to understand ultimate wealth is waking up when you want, not going to work when you don't feel like it, being able to cancel a movie, being able to remove somebody that's triggering you, being able to remove somebody that's not doing a job that you're paying them to do, not having to listen to anybody. You don't have to ask when you're the boss. You tell. You're being courteous when you ask, when you pay for something. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Already being told what to do and you're used to having to ask, that might be a pattern that feels normal to you. Asking's not normal to me. It doesn't feel normal to me. And that's what this network is about. Not asking, taking. I like to take or earn. You feel me?
On your leisure, right?
Exactly.
Shout out
the time and the place for the fight. some people around me be like, yo, you sometimes are a scary guy, but I'm scary for you, not against you. But if you want to protect what you love, you have to really be able to do that. You have to sometimes get as strong and aggressive as the people that are trying to take from you. It's the only way to win. But at the end of the day, the people you love don't have to feel none of that pain. So a real man embraces that fight. He embraces that pain so others don't feel it. But if you go through something and you don't learn from it and someone else isn't protected from it, then it was done in vain. Period.
That's a fact.
Real boss talk.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Shout out to Nicolette.
Yeah, shout out to Nicolette. I seen that crunk through. Nicolette, what's going on?
How you doing?
We've been watching.
Shout out Misha. She was holding y'all down.
Yeah, nah, she been holding us down. We gotta show
it.
Oh man, let's get right to it. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. We giving our people that's part of our university an opportunity to talk to all of our guests today, and of course, you know, it's very rare to have an opportunity to talk to a cultural icon.
He told them too. They can't get to him. They gotta go. They gotta
get to us. So yeah, we're the bridge. So yeah, let's get to a couple questions from the public.
Also, Dennis is here from the OSG network. That's why I just jumped up to Zoom.
Okay.
Talking to the principals, but my conversations is just really to help us.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, for sure. Tell Dennis we got a link too. That's a good brother right there.
He's there?
He right here. Look.
What up, fellas? How y'all
Oh,
doing?
what's good, bro? How's everything?
Yeah, it was good, man.
Yeah, we still got a link. Last time you said you was coming to LA, but we had left. I think we left by the time that you got here.
I think me and Lace came the week after, man. Definitely looking forward to getting on that podcast with y'all, man.
Nah, for sure. We got
it's not a podcast no more. It's just a show now.
Even better. You see a man over here rocking that OSG shirt.
Yeah, that OSG. I like that. I like that.
This one. This is a collab, a Poppington OSG collab.
Okay.
Yeah, nah, fellas. No, we
DD. This is made in America, MIA. You know what I mean?
I like that.
See the neck and all that.
Boogie on him. Boogie on him.
The logo. I personally got the logo.
No, but hold on. But whose name is on there? Dennis B. McKeezy.
I'm just saying. He always does this. I designed the logo.
All right.
But Dennis put it together. Dennis is on it. Dennis did it right there. The fuck.
Yeah, we got to get back to LA, man. That's a fact.
We coming back to Cali, man.
You know, they could get at us the official OSG on Instagram. The official OSG on Instagram. We're posting some stuff. I would love to get on there with you guys.
Yeah, let's talk. When you get back to New York, let's chop it up.
So no doubt.
All right, bro.
Appreciate you,
bro. No doubt, bro.
T. Will, we coming to you. Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
Yes, sir. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you perfectly. What's
going
good?
on? Man, nothing much, man. I caught y'all last week on Derrick Grace joint. So I keep tapping in with y'all, but definitely, man, appreciate y'all.
Of course.
Shows like this is like for like younger cats, and it's like giving them a new way to look at stuff, man. Like just to invest in, like we never was taught none of this. So big up to y'all. This is gonna have a lot of young cats getting into stock market, Wall Street, and all that. So appreciate y'all for that.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you.
We got the boss on there. What's up? You got a question?
Yeah, I got a question for Dame. So Dame, I run a media company. We out of Pittsburgh. So we doing videos for artists and businesses and kind of like the whole Pittsburgh. It's called C4 Digital Media. You know, we kind of model some of the stuff I see you doing with the network. So we out in Cali shooting videos for people. So I just kind of want some insight on you on like what's the best way to really scale? Because like people know us and know the product, but we just trying to get to another level of like a higher clientele and rocking with people to just spread the business out. So we kind of nationwide. So what's just a quick tip you could give us?
Well, if y'all have your own equipment, I would make my own movie, use that as an example, and also get the residual income from that. Like it's really about, you don't want to have to get hired all the time because then you got to, you know, it's still like you have to be like a cousin. You still have to be subservient to what somebody's telling you what to do. So I would just make my own shit. That's what I do.
Definitely. Because we got all the equipment and everything, you know what I'm saying? But
I caught that. That's what I was saying. If you got your own equipment, then why work for somebody? Go make your own.
But they like to be stuck on like shooting videos for rappers. And I'm like, man, bro, it's way bigger than
that. They thinking the wrong, you got to think long term. Like, First of all, if I'm a rapper, I'm not shooting videos. I shoot movies. That's why I made Streets is Watching. It's a lost leader. It makes no sense. You know what I mean? Like, to me. So if you're going to spend that kind of money, you might as well put something scripted, have a narrative, and then make it something people will buy over and over again. That's why I made State Property. And you know, if you notice, all my artists always have movies. Like, the biggest music artist in the world would be like a Elvis or a Michael Jackson. Elvis was the biggest movie star. Prince, movies. You know, Michael Jackson, movies. Pink Floyd, movies. Diana Ross, movies. So, you know, that, to me, my model is always to make a movie anyway.
Whole lot of game.
That's right.
Whole lot of game.
Appreciate you, T. Will. And that's one of the things you was telling us, man, is just building that catalog, man. I hope people really take heed to that, man. Build a catalog, because after a certain point, you could just sell the catalog.
Yeah,
right?
that's
work
interesting. With the that's interesting. What Streets is watching and all that.
Catalog just plays over and over again. We sell your catalog based on a multiple. So that's how Michael Jackson was eating. He bought the Beatles catalog. So they were generating like $100 million a year. So just with the catalog, so he would just get loans against it. So he never had to do shit. And they'll always give you you can leverage. That's what you do. You leverage you could always leverage your passive income.
It is. Sheffield, we coming to you. Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
Yo, what's good, brothers, man? Yo, this is amazing.
Yo, Chef, that's you from DC?
Man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh my God, what's good, baby?
Yo, everything's beautiful, man. You know I wouldn't miss this, man. You know I've been rocking with y'all since the
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. Love is love.
Yo, love is love, man. I'm so happy to see y'all hit 100. You know what I'm saying? Congrats. I took that toast with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we about to pop another bottle.
Word. I'm about to pour another drink. Yo, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But I'm gonna say this. I think it was Rashad. I saw you post something about basically like don't get into too many industries, you know what I'm saying, because you'll be the master of none. You know, you won't be
jack of all trades, master of none.
Jack of all trades, master of none, right? You know, but you know, I'm gonna slip a little joke in there. I mean, with all the gems y'all dropping right now, all the classes I done took. I'm a notary. I've been a notary for 12 years now. I'm taking the next level with Hatcher. You know, Trapper. I bought the Trapper class. You know, so now I'm a stock investor. You know, and then next thing up. So I done sparked on the COVID. Troy, remember I hit you? I said I was gonna do all this. I done sparked 3 businesses. I got my office and all that. You know what I'm saying? So you know, so I shift from y'all over to Dame. What is the best way to scale businesses that are not in the same industry? Because I have a tech company, I have a graphic design company.
You do me a favor. Can you bring me that whiteboard real quick? I'll just erase something. So this is the way you have to look at that. You have to have a franchise, and you have to have ancillary things that affect all businesses. So bottom line is,
as the whiteboard rolls in.
It's a legendary moment.
Yeah, nah, teachers in session. Hey, yo, get your notepads out.
It's a legendary.
Get your notepads out.
Only EYL.
I'm ready.
only EYL can make this happen, man.
He about to go. He about to get busy, y'all.
Master class in session.
Master class.
Number one, never write in red. That means you're in the negative. I don't do that. That's why I just asked for a black one. Thank you. And it's real easy, right?
All right.
So this is your franchise. This is your brand. What's your name again, bro? Chef?
That's Sheffield. Yeah, Chef.
So you have, just said you're a notary. And let's say you want to get into fashion. Let's say you want to get into music. Let's say you want to get into publishing. Let's say you want to get into sports. As long as this is strong, you could cut any one of these off like an octopus leg and it'll grow back. You understand what I'm saying? But this has to stay strong. As long as your brand is A1, you can get into the other fields in the name of your brand. And if it doesn't work out, then you just cut that motherfucker off and something else will grow back. Did y'all see it?
Yeah, we see it. We see it. And that's crazy because that's actually what the guest before you, Derrick Grace, kind of said the same thing, where you have your main thing that you focus on, like your number one product, and then everything else is just ancillary off of that. Some people will get it, some people won't, and then you can kind of see.
So like if you're in the music business, you know, you gotta do merch, that's fashion. You wanna do television, you wanna do movies, but at the end of the day, you wanna make sure your music's right until, let's say you do a movie like Will Smith, then that becomes your brand. So Will Smith is more of an actor than a rapper right now, but he started out as a rapper.
Fact.
You know what I mean? But he had to master being his version of a rapper before he could be his version of an actor. But he came in the door different. You know what I mean? So he has answers, but like sometimes you switch up. Like honestly, I don't think like a Kanye or even me would have ever thought that the music would make the least amount of money and the fashion would make more. You understand what I mean? And the television would make even more. So we got in the door through music, but once we got in the door, we got into everything else. But as you see, he can throw a brick in fashion and come back and then win because he make a good record. So it don't matter. Because when you're good at one thing, no one that really expects you to be good at anything else. So you make mistakes. So like I could direct, it doesn't matter if it's a bad movie. I direct it. I have a television network. It don't matter. Do you have a television? No. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gotta be that. I can act. I ain't gotta be that good. I never said I was an actor. You know, if I jump in the ring with a boxer like an Andre Berto and pepper him up, it's like, yo, and he hits me, it's like, yo, I don't get paid for this. But the fact that I even connected is a big deal. You know what I mean? So sometimes, you know, you better be good at one thing before you start trying to be good at a whole bunch. It's like you can't be on somebody else's block or act like you could take over somebody's block unless you can't take over your own. Unless you got a block you took over, you can't really take over other blocks. You can't take over your own block, be good at what you meant to be good at, then why you think you're gonna be good at anything else?
Fact.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Wallstreet Trapper would appreciate that.
Yeah, that's a fact. Shout out to the bro.
Thank you for your question, Chef.
Chef, always love, bro. Shout out to DC.
Shout out to DC for sure.
Harold, what's going on, bro?
Harold,
Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
What's going on, brother?
What's going on, fellas? God bless y'all. God bless y'all. God bless y'all. 100 strong. Another 500 to 1,000 coming.
Yeah, man. EYL extended family. What's good?
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, especially that you told me that literally the day before you released it, I met you. So
that's a fact. That's a fact. Appreciate that, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So the question for Dame, and I appreciate you dropping this knowledge on here. I'm taking screenshots just so you know. If you got a brand, like I'm in real estate, and one of the things I'm doing is trying to spread the knowledge and education in real estate, but trying to, again, people talk about scale, but I really want to blow up the brand of what I'm trying to do and how I'm trying to teach people to make at least $1,000 a month in real estate at bare minimum. How would you go about guiding me on that in a short, short few sentences, if you don't mind?
Are you a real estate agent?
Nah, well, I'm more of an investor now. I was a broker, but I've transitioned to being more of an investor, and I'm teaching people how to be investors and taking away excuses of why they can't invest in real estate, which is BS. I'm teaching them how they could do it and make at least $1,000 a month.
Houses? You flipping houses?
I flip and I'm a holder as well. I hold multifamilies.
Oh, right. I mean, I just make a TV show out of it and show what you're actually doing. You know, because sometimes the visual makes more sense. It's not tangible to people unless they can see it. And then I just make a bunch of content from it and just keep pushing like that. But like, you know, if you buying shit, I just keep buying shit. Just buy more shit and I would brand it. You know what I mean? So my thing is like, you know, real estate, a building is a building. You're going to buy it. You don't care what the name of it is. But when a building has a brand, you can always add more money on it. You understand what I mean? Those bricks mean more when you have a brand, like, you know.
Trump Tower, like Trump Tower.
Yeah.
His license is known everywhere because his brand at some point meant luxury. Now it means tech. He fucked his whole brand up. Nobody wants to live anywhere near the Trump.
Got it. No, I appreciate that. Thank you.
I appreciate you, bro.
Harold, good brother right there, man.
Yeah, shout out to the bro.
Appreciate y'all, y'all.
He was there.
Absolutely.
He was there at the beginning stages before we.
That was crazy. You told that story. I seen the look in your eyes. I remember like, bro, you gotta get some sleep, bro.
Yeah,
you doing episodes, closing your eyes and all that.
For sure.
My man, Rich Parker, we coming to you. Rich Parker, what's good?
Bag drop. Can y'all hear me?
Yo. Hey, yo, Dame, did you peep the intro, bro?
Bag drop.
Bag drop.
Yeah, we got that in the intro now. Bag drop.
We looped your
Yeah, shout out to the guys, man. I appreciate all y'all.
Absolutely, bro.
Appreciate you,
What's good,
bro.
Rich?
Man, my question is for Dame, man. I'm 31. I live the rock star life. I'm in the stocks. I got 3 properties thanks to EYL. All this been in my year with EYL. I got 4 baby mamas. I just had a kid with one of them. My question is, we're trying to balance and maintain everything I got going on business-wise. I haven't been able to be there physically with the newborn like I would like, because I haven't reached my plateau of earning my leisure completely, because I haven't brought other people on. I'm still juggling all this by myself. So my question to you is, what advice would you give me on trying to balance all that out with having so much going on in my life?
I mean, there's 24 hours in a day, so you have to really architect. So, 8 should go into what you love and what's making you money. At least an hour should go into working out and making sure you have self-help. And then you have to architect that time with your children. If you have to be reactive, that's understandable. It's just sometimes, like me, I architected, I'm doing a lot, but I always make sure I have that time with my kids. I make sure I have that time to relax by the pool or relax on my form of expression. But again, you got to really make sure you delegate and architect your time properly, because you can do anything you want. But also it might mean you got to work a little harder to get to where you want to go faster. So some people I know, I'd be like, yo, you can get the money tomorrow or you get it next year. It depends on how fast you move. They want to wait till next year, and then by next year, the opportunity might not be there no more. So it's like, yo, if you ain't going as hard to get where you got to go fast, it just takes longer. So I just be like, if I'm not there, then I need to pick up my pace. So I just move a little quicker, because I got to look at what my competition, how they moving. I'm your competition.
Sure.
Kanye's your competition. You know what I mean? And we don't sleep because we enjoy it. So that's how I would approach it.
Man, for sure. I appreciate y'all, man. The EYL, keep going. Anybody listening, man, take heed. When Rashad shouted out AMD, he ain't no financial advisor, but he's not mine. He shouted AMD out. I bought it, caught it at 50, caught 10 stocks of them, is running. Man, all the knowledge in Wallstreet Trapper drop, just to the goddess of the women that been on here. Everybody need to just take heed and apply the knowledge.
We appreciate you, man. You know how we move, Rich.
Love y'all, man.
Information on us, application on you, bro.
Appreciate you, bro. Dame, you see what we doing here, man? We've created, we become a cultural influence with the financial space, man. It's a real big thing these days.
Well, every time I run into somebody, they seem to know you.
What's going on?
Oh, hey, what's going on? What's up? What's up?
Congratulations. Doing really well. I salute you. You're doing good.
Appreciate you, man. That we gotta tell that story, Priscilla. Actually, before any of this crazy, I spoke to Mike B today.
Oh, that's crazy.
I had a public. I gotta tell this story. So I had a public access show.
It's a fact.
And Mike told me it was a bad idea. He was like, "Why are you doing public access? It's free." And I'm like, "Well, I don't have experience. I don't have experience being a journalist. And I think it'll just be good for me to just get my feet wet." And Priscilla was my co-host, and we had the show for about a year.
That's a fact, bro.
So I say that to say, now we have one of the top There you go, Dame. There you go.
There you go, Dave. There you go, man.
I got the going on today, man.
Blow out. You're right.
He was training. That's
oh,
what
wait. I'm trying to tell the story.
He don't sound like Ghost no more, right?
He can't stay in back of the camera, Dame.
You sober, Mike.
It was crazy because, I was humble enough to realize that was a stepping block. So I say that to say, Priscilla, it's crazy that you're here for our 100th show.
That's
and
dope.
Shout out to you and thank you, because you definitely helped in my journey. And I appreciate that for sure.
Absolutely. Peace to both of you kings. It's dope what you're doing. Keep doing it. It's necessary. You're building our communities, and I'm proud of you.
914.
Appreciate
Absolutely.
That's love. That's love.
You in right company.
Small world. It's a small world.
That's our guy. That's our guy. Let's hear some ladies though. Let's go to Bridget. Bridget, we coming into you. Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
What's up, y'all?
Bridget, what's going on?
I'm surprised I made it.
Nah, come on now. We need that. We need that type of energy. What's up?
I don't really have a question. I know I was told a long time ago, if you get in a room with millionaires, make sure you have a question, but I don't have one. I just wanted to say thank you to you guys. We see so much information about the Black Wall Street, but this is the Black Wall Street. You guys are creating a new Black Wall Street. Y'all giving up the game, helping us change our last names and what we can do. And I can't wait until the day I can tune in into Tamara Hall or the Today Show or Good Morning America or the EYL on Network TV. Sky's the limit for you guys. And I'm sitting here now building a trading course to teach my friends and the people around me, because I feel like as long as you take care of your front door and the people closest to you, then we can make the world a better place.
Yeah, shout out to you. Shout out to you, Bridget. And that's one of the things that we definitely took from Dame. It was like, your ownership. We're not gonna wait for ABC to come acknowledge us. We're not gonna wait for CNBC to come acknowledge us. We're gonna create our own, and we're gonna let people come on. And I gotta
publicly say this too. Dame Dash is a real dude, man, because a lot of people that we met in the industry, you know, you gotta talk to their assistant and they brush you off, and it's a whole thing. And when Kenny Burns made the introduction, it wasn't any assistant. It was a group chat, and Dame was a man of his word. He said he was going to do it. He came, he did it. He let us use his studio. He gave us free information before and after. He put our logo on his screen, and he didn't have to do that. So you know, a lot of times you see people and you have preconceived misconceptions of people, but you know, and it's something that we're learning in this industry. Two types of people: some people that give you their cell phone number, and the people that give you their assistant's cell phone number. And
the assistant's cell phone number.
The assistant's cell phone number. So for somebody, you know, a cultural icon for over 30 years, to be that humble, to be that down to earth, and to really just show love. Like, you know, he didn't ask for anything. He didn't, you know, demand anything from us. Yeah. He just did it out of love. So
and still reaches back, man. They still shout out to the team over there. Like, they still like, yo, y'all got a clip? We'll put that up. It's like, man, this is crazy, because this is a dude, and I told him from the beginning, man, this is a dude that we looked up to our whole lives, really. So to be in his presence and to see that he's showing love and respects what we're doing and actually wants to give us a show, we ain't forget about that, Dame.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
Yeah, shout out to Dame. I just wanted to publicly say that, man.
Bridget, we appreciate you.
I appreciate you guys. I needed to be in a room with people smarter than me, and that's no shade to my friends or family. It's just facts. And I found EYL, and I appreciate y'all and all that you do, and congratulations.
Thank you. Oh man, who we
let's bring an EYL alumni, hometown hero from where we come from, NFL agent.
Yeah,
all of the above.
Tebow, what's good, bro?
Mr. Greg Barnett, what's going on?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
You perfect,
what's up, bro?
What's up? How y'all doing?
We good, man. I'll give you the introduction. Greg, like I said, Greg's from our neighborhood. Greg's an NFL agent. He's also an EYL alumni. He's been a guest on our show, and just family all across the board. I spoke to your brother today, Mike B.
Cool.
Shout out to Mike.
So yeah, man, just legendary dudes from the neighborhood. And what's up, Greg? What's going on?
What's up? Well, thanks for having me. We just saw each other a couple of weeks ago.
Shout out to ATL.
And if you remember what I talked to you guys about, do you guys remember the main question I had for you guys?
That was a crazy night, man.
It's a lot. A lot
happened that night, G-Bo. You gotta bear with us.
Remember, I said I have a TV project. I have a TV.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
You guys gotta help. I'm in the sports field, but you guys gotta help me get this out. So boom, there you are with Dame on. And I guess my main question, he did answer a little bit when he first came on about having your own production company and all of that. But I guess I have a two-part question. With me not being in the industry and just coming out, and I just wrote a TV series, a project that I'm trying to start to pitch out. First of all, how do I get it to him? You know, how do I get it to him for him to look at, to present it to him? Do I go through my guys, Troy and Richard? Or
yo, G-Bo, he here too. He here.
Who, Mikey?
Yeah.
Michael, yeah, you know, who's gonna be my camera guy, as I promised. Or do I go about creating my own production company, as he said, to go ahead and then present that to network so I can have my own. It was that question clear?
Thing out my vernacular. See, you don't have to even call it a production company. Like I don't call myself a production company. I'm a media company. I just own the equipment.
Gotcha.
But if I own the equipment, you might as well just make it yourself and put it out yourself. That's how they notice you.
Got you. That's what I was thinking. What about you now? Do you accept pitches? Would I be able to present to you, Dane?
Just go through them. You good?
Yes, right. Go through them. You guys hear that, Troy? And
Yeah, we heard it, G-Bo. G-Bo, loud and clear, G-Bo.
Right. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys having me. Appreciate it, Dan.
G-Bo, thank you for being part of it, man. Like I said, episode, I think 47 is part of our catalogs, and that's your featured episode. So thank you for being part of this journey, bro.
Shout out to all your clients out there in the NFL this year that's started. I know the NFL season just started. So
yeah.
So which one is of you two back there? Which I can't tell who's who.
What'd you say?
In the picture.
Oh,
behind you.
I'm this one. I'm the light skinned one. He's the brown skinned one.
They're both light skinned in that.
I know, but you know.
We gotta talk off. Actually, we do need to talk offline. There's some things that's been presented to us. We gotta talk to you first.
We need mentorship.
For sure. G-Bo, appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate y'all. Talk to y'all soon.
All right, bro.
Yeah, Dame. They that conversation that we had after we shot the episode has come to full fruition. So yeah, definitely your advice would be great. And some of the things that we're looking at. Let's say like one more. Want to take one more?
Yeah.
Leah Davis, what's going on? You're being unmuted. Unmute yourself. Leah.
Hold on. Hi. My husband. Hi. Love y'all. My husband. He got a media company. He want to ask a question. Hold on.
Yeah, we sitting here listening to it all together. So
that's all good, bro.
Every week, what you do the Market Mondays, yeah. So we about to get into real estate and all that stuff like that. So she always tells me, you gotta check these guys out. But quick question, for Dane. My media company is called the Heartbreak Network. So we have like a music division. We got like movies and TV shows as well. But I just want to know from your experience, like what was the hardest thing that you had, to overcome?
To overcome?
Yeah.
Nothing.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Vintage. That's vintage.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Vintage Dame Dash. Vintage.
I know that's Harlem right there.
Actually,
that's Harlem. That's a fact.
Actually, the hardest thing to overcome is differentiating the way I react to things, like if I was in the street and when I'm not in the street, and letting things bother me. Like a certain things certain people be saying, I'd be like, I gotta internalize it, but they should get the shit smacked out of them. You know what I mean?
Right. I feel you on that too.
And it's like it's a different game. It'd be like, it's like the people that play me the most be the weakest, nerdiest motherfuckers, man. And they would be doing, I would just like, I wouldn't even smack them. I would just pinch their nose, like, shut up. You know what I mean? They would.
Or you might tell them you don't like their sweater. Your sweater's offensive.
Yeah, now he is legal to do that, so I can do that. I definitely get at niggas if I'll cut you up, but like literally the disrespect and also like not taking that where it really bothers me. I have to laugh at it, and then also it's like God gives people buttons that they can push only because they won't. You know what I mean?
Right.
So sometimes that button be there and it's there. I'd be like. You don't know how many of my enemies' lives I've saved. Trust me.
Yeah, really.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Bro.
Appreciate you.
One more. Jordan?
Yeah, let's see. This is my guy. Shout out to the Shy. Shout out to Chicago, man. Pac, what's good, bro? Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
Yo, what's good? I just want to say first, thank y'all. I mean, of course, Dame, you're a legend. Everyone on here, even the whole EYL fam and everyone watching, like if it's not for everybody, it's a whole family. So thank all of y'all for doing everything. I'm gonna make my question real short. And I feel like Dame is the perfect person to even ask this. Is a lot of times I'm always told, yeah, you know, you help people out, and then sometimes people take advantage, or especially when it comes to money and business. But a lot of times, you know, someone will do business with, it fall out, they probably try and run with the money. For me, I don't care, because a lot of times I feel like it comes back tenfold. But when is there a good point, or when do you feel like you realize yourself like you need to stop and actually go after those people and be like, yo, I actually got to like show that it's like, you know, like you can't just roll with my money for a lot of times, for a lot of people?
When I have time, it depends on how much money it is. But nobody robs me. I'm gonna get you eventually.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like sometimes if I'm chasing 20,000 or 5 million, I'm missing 100 million with the time I'm spending chasing that 20. Once I got that 100, I'm gonna just drop 20 on your head just for my motherfucking peace of mind.
On your head top.
On your head top.
Sure, I appreciate it. I mean, because that's exactly how I feel. A lot of times I'm like, why spend the time? Because time's money.
That's more of a learning experience. So again, it's the ego part that makes me have to hit back. But usually if the paper's so short, it's like, you just jumped out the window for that. But I'm gonna smack the shit out of you at some point with a lawsuit or something. But only on my time, not on yours.
For sure, I appreciate that. Thanks, you guys.
You know what happens? I got a lot of people to this day that are still sleeping under a bed because they don't know when I'm coming. But I'm coming.
Pause.
Real home shit.
Gotta pause.
Real
that.
New York shit.
Whoa.
Pause. Whoa. we still in that game. We still in the pause game. That's a fact.
Well, I made it up, so it doesn't. You know, my crew made it up.
Was it y'all?
Yeah, it's not a question.
That's a fact. So the best out made that up?
100%.
Yeah, we living by that, man. People like, yo, you're too old to be saying that. I'm like, nah, you say something reckless, we gonna have to use pause.
Yeah, every now and then.
You're never too old to laugh.
No, that's a fact.
That's a fact.
That's a
man.
fact.
That's a fact.
Once you say you're too old, then you're old. Now I'm too old for silly shit, but I'm not too old to laugh. I'm too old to listen to somebody talk about another motherfucker. That's what I'm too old for. I'm too old to be sitting around worrying. You know what I mean? I'm too old to be worried about another man putting me on. You know, I've always been too old for that. They never put me on. Only my mother put me on.
She brought you here. That's a fact. That is one of them.
And she took care of me. And then she died. I took care of myself.
Yeah, all right, you want to take one more?
Yeah, let's do one more. Let's do one more.
All right, hold on. Let's see. We had. Yo, the hands is going crazy right now.
I hope y'all appreciate this opportunity, man.
This is crazy.
Not every day.
Ivana, we coming to you.
Very rare.
I hope I got that right. Ivana, unmute yourself. You've been unmuted. Ivana Page. Oh, no fridge breaks. We know how that works. Oh, every time I say fridge, they come on.
Hey, what's going on?
Breaks. You're not getting a fridge break out of me.
How you doing?
Asked about, just kind of like, how do you like find good people in the industry? Because I'm really, really interested in this industry, but I don't really know anything about like, how do you
find industry is this?
I'm sorry.
Which industry?
The film industry.
Oh, the film industry. It's not easy to find good people, and you have to know what you're doing. So it's like I learned by actually making movies and paying for them exactly every single course, everybody's job, and when they're doing their job. And when I like literally fired about 15 people the last 10 days, you know what I mean? Period. It's not easy. And the people out here aren't very honest. Everything's about a scam. You know, I don't even want to rent nothing. I don't even want to talk to nobody out here. I just, it's not easy. It's an editing process.
That's
real. But it's like you're gonna get what you attract. You're gonna attract what you are, really. You know what I mean? So like, I have good taste. So if you come around here with bad taste, you're gonna look crazy. Everyone here is gonna laugh at you. If you come around here corny, you're not gonna feel good over here. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so like, cool people come around because they feel comfortable. Corny people don't feel comfortable in my presence at all.
Rightfully so.
That's a fact.
Rightfully so.
Thank you.
I noticed. I was thinking about this because I know there's the barbershop where everyone argues about Dame and blah blah blah. Anyone that doesn't like me, name one person that doesn't like me that's happy. Name one happy person. Name one person that likes Donald Trump that has swag.
Nah.
If you ain't got no swag, you ain't got no taste. If you can't dress, I can't listen to you. You can't even put that together. So how you know what I mean?
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Because you're wearing black jeans. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're not talking about your white pants. You're not talking about your white pants. Get out of here.
I'm sorry.
Y'all know that was a group question. That was definitely a group question. I wanted to ask all of y'all that because like y'all have to recruit and find good talent too. And y'all not in the film industry. Y'all doing, podcasts. But like y'all said, this a movie now. It's a whole.
Those guys are best friends.
Oh,
The
question is like how they out here, like how do you find good talent?
Those are the funniest guys in the world. And but my point to that is, it's not about when you say good people. Everyone has the ability to do anything. It's just, will they do it? You have to get around like-minded people, and you have to be around people that don't trigger you. So somebody could be really good at what they do, but if they're bugging me all day, I'm not going to enjoy that. So I also like to work peacefully around people that like if you don't like my energy, it would be torture to be around. You know what I mean? So if you don't like me, don't work with me. Don't do it for a check. Nobody around me is around me for money. They're around me for opportunity. You know what I mean? I don't pay nobody enough to be rich. I pay them enough to pay their bills, and then I give them access to everything I got. They become my partner. Right. I basically pay you because you helped me build my dream. Then I make sure that you build yours. And you can't work for me unless you have a dream. Because if you can't fight for your own dream, how are you going to fight for mine? If your house dirty, how you gonna clean mine? When you find a woman, or even if a girl finds a dude, if you go to a girl's house and her refrigerator is empty and she don't cook, then she's not cooking for you. If her house is dirty, she ain't cleaning for you. You understand what I'm saying? So you might already know from certain fundamentals, if you can't do it for you, how would I logically pay to do it for me? If you don't have a dream, you only here for the money. And I don't want nobody around me for the money.
No, that's a fact. Man. That's a whole lot of game right there. And Dame, like what she asked is for how do you find good people? And he can attest to this. Like when we came, we all personally friends. We all know each other our whole lives. We grew up together. So we might not necessarily have the best camera but it's like he said.
You don't have the best camera guy. That's 100%. Or the best sound guy. Or the best graphic artist. But I'll get you there if you want to do it. Yo, that logo right there, I'm gonna hit y'all up after that.
I did the logo.
I want to get those right. I want you to get that right. Too high, y'all niggas. I don't like it. I don't want to. Why you doing that?
That's why we love you, bro. I promise. That's why exactly why we love you, bro.
Dame. Oh, Dame. We before we bring you off, we gonna do another. We got the digital. Hold on, we gonna do this right because it wouldn't be possible. It wouldn't be possible. This whole moment would not be possible
without the next guy,
without our next alumni that we're bringing on. So we gotta make sure.
No disrespect, but I gotta go work in a minute. So you know what I mean.
All right, now we gonna wrap it up right now. Kenny,
dropping jewels, but I gotta work. I gotta get the
No. You done. We about to bring the next person on, but I just wanted to
get me off. All right, cool. We good.
Nah.
I thought y'all was gonna do more shows up here.
Yo, we coming back.
We coming back.
Okay. When?
Yeah, we appreciate that, man. Shout out to the studio.
Y'all should come be in this.
Yo, Kenny, cut your camera on, Kenny.
What's that, Kenny Burns?
Yeah.
Oh, let me talk to Kenny Burns.
Now we got time.
What up?
Yo, triplets. Y'all look like y'all all cut from the same cloth. Yo, look, Kenny, get that logo together. I don't like that logo though. You gotta get that beard.
I got him. What's up, home?
He know how to do a high yo nigga beard logo. His logo.
Hey, okay. When we did the episode, they look like three brothers, man.
So
bald head with beards.
Long lost brother.
Dame Dash forever.
Like Howard University. That's what it looked like.
Oh man.
Yo, man.
Nah, Kenny, man, we want to thank you because this moment.
I ain't taking time. What's up, Kenny? What's happening?
What's up, home team? How are you?
I like that hoodie.
Yes, sir. You want one? I got you.
Send it over.
Yeah, I got you.
You sure?
Bobby Joseph. Yeah, he did it.
Bobby Joseph, your man?
This is his collection.
Dope. Tell him to say he's a funny cat. You and Bobby, y'all the funny motherfucker. We was doing the clothing line with him, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That's funny.
Good to see you, champ. How's wifey? When do you do?
And November. Damn, that's crazy. She just called as you asked. That's crazy.
Tell her I asked about her. You're gonna have you a Scorpio like Uncle Kenny.
All right. Well, I'll definitely let her know. She's working on the magazine. We're doing a bunch of shit. She's over there working at home. You know, it's COVID. So I'm doing music over here, the live band and all that. You heard my rock. We're doing something for you. I'll talk to you offline.
Yeah, the rock band. Don't. Yeah, we've been watching
some other shit that's super fly. Trust me, I just can't talk about it.
We coming back, bro. We coming back.
Dan, we with you, man. Keep going. We with you all the way, champ.
I appreciate it. And I see you go back on the radio and all that, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. You keep your beard real dark. That's natural.
It's natural.
Yeah, y'all niggas gonna stop acting like I'm the only one with gray hair.
Nah, you the only one. Nah, you the only one. You the only one.
My shit is platinum. I don't even dye this shit. My shit look vicious. I still look like a young nigga with gray hair, right? That's the shit, right? Pull that one off.
Yeah.
Yo, you see my grills?
I see. Yeah, I'm about to say I seen it.
Yo, I noticed that when in your speech, I said, "Yo, Dave must got the grills in."
Yeah, got the.
I'm doing the movie, so I'm in character, but I'm about to see the movie. Yeah, I like that. Tell Bobby send a couple of those over. That's fly.
Yeah, he got a couple looks. I got you, home team.
All right.
I'm gonna send me your address so I can send you some.
Uncle Nearest.
Oh, you got the whiskey thing going, huh?
You taught me with Armadale.
Help me with my whiskey, you bastard. Why you wouldn't help me with mine?
I helped you with Armadale. You
did not help me at all with my whiskey, but we'll talk about it later. Kenny didn't want ask Kenny why he wanted to help me with my whiskey. How about that? Did he want to start? Why you do that?
Where was I? Where?
That's that high yellow nigga shit. I'm out. Give me that high yellow nigga shit. Peace.
Dave, we love you, bro. Appreciate you. Nicolette, appreciate you. Everybody over there, we appreciate you.
Yeah, we're gonna come to LA. We can stop it in. Kenny Burns, the legend himself.
Yo, I can't let that bang. First and foremost, when he launched his whiskey, I was clearly at Combs Enterprises launching Revolt and Ciroc Apple and Deleon Tequila and all that other stuff. So Dame, I would love to help you, brother, with whatever you like to do, my brother. What's up with y'all though?
KB, before we start,
episodes.
Before we start.
Hey.
Before we start.
Yeah.
The brand.
Yes, sir.
They fly too, by the way. Appreciate you.
Kenny, man. Kenny, we got to give the introduction. Kenny Burns, cultural icon, curator of culture, one of the hottest people on Instagram, period. The hottest host on radio right now. He's killing the game. I was actually on his show a few weeks ago.
TKBS show.
Yes. V103 in Atlanta. Kenny, man, you really are one of our favorite people because you came on just like Dame, like as far as like you didn't give us an assistance phone number. We got your direct line. You came to us, just a super humble dude.
Pulled up on us.
And then just been extremely helpful. The Dame Dad situation was courtesy of Kenny Burns. That would not have happened without Kenny Burns. So that's why it's dope that they could actually link up on EYL. It's an EYL moment.
Yes, that was crazy, man. I'm getting text messages right now.
Kenny knows everybody. If you follow him on Instagram, he was doing this Instagram live thing, and he literally interviewed everybody: Kevin Hart, Jamie Foxx, like big name, like A-list celebrities.
Pick
like,
one. Who didn't you interview? Shaq.
It was crazy. Shaq. It was crazy. Like I'm like, yo, who does this dude not know? Like,
yo, he the plug for real.
He knows everybody. So first and foremost, welcome back, champ.
Yeah, man. I'm happy to be here. I'm super proud of y'all. You know, I came on the show, and it's like-minded spirits, man. The reason we connected, you know, I think that in life you run across people that mean more than that moment. You know what I'm saying? I think since the show, we just been connected, man. And it's been organic, you know. You definitely aren't scared to ask for what you need or who you want to be with, you know what I mean? So I respect that though, because closed mouths don't get fed. And you know, you got a big brother in me for life, man. I love what y'all doing.
Yeah, KB, you've been A1 since the beginning, man. Like, and that's what I love most about you, man. It's just been like, yo, whatever y'all need, Y'all got it. And from day one, it was like, yo, y'all my little brothers now. Like that's how important y'all are.
Yeah.
So man, shout out to you again. I just want to give you your flowers right now, bro.
Yeah, Kenny's a legend. We're gonna let the public ask you some questions, but I had a question because you really, I feel like, I don't even want to say reinvented yourself, but like, you know, COVID was a tough time for a lot of people. A lot of people suffered from, you know, just depression and, you know, they was locked in the house, but you really took it as an opportunity to just rebrand your whole situation with the lives that you was doing on Instagram. And then from there, now you got, you know, one of the hottest radio shows, and you just kind of, so like, what was your mindset going into that? Like when COVID hit, because you throw parties and it's like, I'm assuming you lost some money at the beginning of it, because it's like, you know, the party scene was over, nightlife was over and all of that. So like, how did you like say, okay, you know what, I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm gonna find an opportunity in this.
Yeah, I mean, it really was the second day into COVID. I lost about 300 grand in events. You got to imagine, NCAA tournament was coming to Atlanta. We had, you know, all these big things happening all the way to Essence. And so it was just one of them things where I had to sit back, man, and kind of like peel back some layers. I think it's funny you say that, like I reinvented myself. I've reinvented myself 20 times since I've started. And I think that's the key to my longevity. And, you know, my wife and my sister, who owns Ball Alert, she was like, yo, you need to be more vulnerable. You're too polished. Everybody sees you. They only see the good times. They only see the fly outfits. They only see the relationships with all these people. And you could be a little bit more vulnerable. And I was like, what you mean? You want me to be sad and shit and just like, you know what I mean? I was like, that's not even my personality. I was like, no, vulnerable is sharing more of yourself. And so I literally sat down and I cut that IG live on, and I started with just me at first. And then I was like getting literally people requesting to go live that happened to be some of my celebrity, you know what I'm saying, relationships. I wouldn't call them all friends, but they know they're safe with me in the way that I frame culture. And I literally, bro, just was bringing them on. And then literally one after the other, it was like, damn, I've had more people on my show than nightlife television. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, man.
I had more people on my lives with more intimate and important conversations than any nightlife host on television.
Yeah, we was locked in, man. Every day at 3, I was locked in, man. Even the Dame Dash situation, we spoke about that interview. I'm like, yo, we need to get Dame, man, because that was so big, man. It was just like, how's he doing this? You know what I'm saying? Like the relationships were so good. The interviews were even incredible. I'm like, there's got to be something bigger, right? So how did we turn that into TKBS network? Well, the radio station now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I always had the Kenny Burns Show. The Kenny Burns Show has been started and stopped over the last 13 years. I started online with my camera, just me filming myself, going around the country to all the dope events I would host. And yeah, then I would have to stop because a bigger bag would come, or I was helping somebody else fulfill their dreams. And when COVID happened, like I said, man, I had to peel back those layers. And my wife told me, she's like, you're what everybody buys into. So, you know, won't you do, you know, ultimately you and nobody else. And I was like, you know what? Let me do that. It's time. You know, culture trusts me. I've proven myself to culture. I made many a superstar. I made many a brand. And yeah, the shit's been lights out Joe Jackson ever since.
I feel like I should have a bobblehead of you right now. in true TKBS fashion.
The legendary bobblehead situation.
They're on the way. The Kenny Burns on. You can have Obama for now.
There it is.
So let's get into some questions. I'm sure people, you know, like I said, Kenny's the curator of culture.
Fact.
And a true Renaissance man. So people might need some information, some game. So who we going to?
Let's go. Roy Hatcher, what's going on? Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
Roy, you there? Oh, bathroom break.
Guidelines. There are no bathroom breaks during Earn Your Leisure live podcast. All right, we going to Doris. We coming to you. Doris, unmute yourself. You've been unmuted. Doris, what's up? Doris is ready.
Hey.
What's up, Doris?
Hello?
How you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yep,
yeah, we hear you. Perfect.
Oh my God, you just made my whole night. I'm just gonna say that. My question is, how do you, I'm gonna say, overcome fear of actually pursuing what you want to do?
That's gonna
be my question.
Yeah, no, that's a great question. I mean, fear is imminent, right? But fear shouldn't keep you from doing what you know, were purposefully put here to do. And I think part of that is like really purposeful, right? Like you have to find your purpose in, you know, your passion. You have to find your purpose in what you were meant to do. For me, I've always given free game. I've always plugged together, you know, guys like Rashad, you know what I'm saying, and their platforms with people like Dame Dash, because that was just something that was innate in me. But when I dove into my purpose, Doris, I'm talking about like literally like taking all the disappointments. And to be honest, Doris, that's a great question, because when I started, I was given blueprints and setting forth guidelines on the path without even knowing it. And then when I was conscious, you know, really conscious in my purpose, I was like, you know what? This has to be about everything else but me. And when I did that, Doris, I built many a brand, including helping Rockefeller from the beginning, you know, helping Puff Daddy from the beginning. And as soon as I left and decided to do me, Doris, the biggest investment I ever made, Uncle Near's the fastest growing independently owned American whiskey in U.S. history. My show went from IG Live to the top 10 radio station in the country, #1 in Georgia, which in 18 months, I'll be in 70 markets. Like TV knocking down my door because of the way that I frame culture and how real I am with the people that I connect with. So I just say, you know, you got to put purpose with your passion and connect those dots, because with that, you're unstoppable.
That's a fact.
That's a fact, man. And I think that's what
that is great.
Yeah, Kezia just said that. Shout out to you, Doris. She was like, yo, if you scared, do it while you scared.
Do it while you scared. That's
do
a
it while
fact.
you scared, man. I think
Fear is imminent. Fear is part of your process. That's the shit that, you know, has you on alert so that when you actually get the opportunity, you're ready.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go to Carlton. We coming to you. Carlton, what's going on? Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted. Carlton, you here?
Yeah, how y'all doing?
We good, bro. How you?
What's up?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I just want to say thanks for y'all. Y'all are real inspiration. I'm a young college student, and I try to use all y'all gems that y'all give me every day in different ways.
Appreciate that, bro.
My question is like, it's a real estate question. Do that fit right now?
You got a real estate question?
Yeah, we could try to answer it. Or we might have somebody here.
I got somebody who can answer it for you. What's up?
Surprise guest. What's the question, bro?
My question is, I've been looking at properties lately, and I saw a property. It's like a fixer-upper. It's like $5,000. Would that be a bad intro to real estate?
Hold on, say it again a little louder, because we got somebody.
This is the EYL moment.
Nah, come on, no, he good. You got the chair.
Yeah. Oh, MG, the mortgage guy. How you doing?
Yeah, I told you it's a party, man. We having a good time over here.
I don't know who we gonna bring.
Let's talk real quick.
Yeah, so would it be bad for a first-time home buyer? I'm 20 years old. I'm looking to get into real estate. Would it be bad for me to start off with a fixer-up property?
I mean, it's your first property, man. You got to look at what's your level of experience. I mean, how much have you been learning? You got to start with learning. As your foundation built, are you ready? If you're ready, then execute.
I'm still learning. That's what I'm saying. I'm still learning. I'm trying to learn as much as I can. Yeah, I feel execution is soon.
Look, if you're learning, just keep learning, keep saving, get your credit right. There's plenty of programs out there, FHA, conventional, low down payments. There's plenty of opportunities out there, but just keep learning first and building your foundation, hiring your team, interviewing people. And then when you're ready to go, you're going to have all your ducks in a row, and then you could just execute and it'll be flawless. But just learn from people's mistakes. You're a part of EYLU. There's plenty of education there.
Breaking Bread Sundays, man.
I mean, join the calls every Sunday.
Yeah, I try. I'm on Market Mondays every Monday. I try to get in a lot of stocks too.
You want to learn real estate and financing, so make sure you're on the Break Bread calls as well. Market Mondays is great. Shout out to Ian. It's real estate and stocks and insurance and everything, right? It's everything. Do everything. Just execute.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in the right place for learning. Sorry to cut you off.
Absolutely. You definitely are. There's plenty of classes. You have a bunch of alumni who are industry professionals, from taxes to real estate to stocks to everything. Financial advisor. Rashad got his call coming up. So you can learn everything at EYLU. And when you're ready, execute.
Appreciate it. Thank
you. We appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate the question. Shout out to MG for making a surprise.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let me just say this real quick. Shout out to my guys right here.
Yo, that's a fact.
Yo, I'm super proud of these guys. Kenny, good to meet you. But this is amazing.
You got a question for Kenny?
I mean, Kenny's a legend, man. I want to have an off-camera conversation with Kenny. You know what I'm saying? We come, we drink, we smoke, and let's talk and let's build. But thank you for everything you've done for the culture. Shout out to my guy Jamal who just walked in. But shout out to Mike. Shout out to everybody, man. So I'm gonna get up off this. But thank you, Kenny. I appreciate y'all. I can't wait to come to Wakanda and check with you.
MG, the mortgage guy.
Hey, yo, Kenny, man. Mike is here. Remember the position we saw him in when we did your interview? Yeah, he's very close to that right now.
He likes getting along, man.
I'm getting big over here. I want to show myself. I'm trying to get in good spirits with Kenny, man. Kenny, man, how you doing, brother? How you doing?
What's up, brother? How are you?
Peace and love, man. Peace and
All
love.
love,
He's still trying to get an invite to Cassette.
I'm doing good. I'm up, man. I'm up awake. I'm listening.
I forgot about that situation. That was a situation.
That's how we knew Kenny was a real one, man. Because even after that elevator ride, I told the bros, like, yo, after the elevator ride, he was just like, yo, man, don't worry, just keep going. There's always gonna be somebody. I'm not that guy. And I was like, yo, this is a real dude. He A1.
He handled himself very, 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 very nicely. Very nicely. Could have turned. That could have turned.
Nah, Mike, we love you. You know, yo,
this guy just popped the champagne bottle
on himself.
Like 5 times. He did it like 5 times. Like,
yo, just go outside next time, bro.
Yo, Kenny, man.
Let's go to somebody else. Anthony Walker, what's up? You've been unmuted. Unmute yourself. We're just having a good time over here at EYL.
What's up, bro?
Put your shirt on.
Anthony's unmuted?
Yeah. Anthony, what's good, baby? Oh, now he unmuted. Turn his mic. What's going on?
You got it.
Anthony, you there?
I don't think he knows how. He's not figuring out how to use it correctly.
We gotta leave him, bro.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, let's go to Andre. Andre, unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
Oh, everybody went to the bathroom.
They be getting nervous, man. They be getting nervous.
They had their hand raised for so long.
Uncle Nearest. They asked me what the liquor was. Uncle Nearest. That's what it is. Put it up, Kenny. Yeah, go support that. Haven't seen this name before. Wallace Thomas. We are coming to you, Wallace.
Hey, fellas, how y'all doing?
We are great, man.
What's going on?
Shout out to you and your beautiful wife, man.
Thank you. I just want to tell y'all, first off, I send y'all messages Instagram, but really, Kenny Burns, all the EYL family, man, I applaud you guys for what you do for the culture, for the love y'all show to the culture. Thanks for introducing me to Mark Marone and just all the episodes that y'all do, man. I love all three of y'all and y'all whole teams. Y'all doing a great job, so I appreciate y'all on that. And so just wanted to give y'all some flowers while I'm on the line with y'all, but I've been following y'all for a minute. And everybody that's looking to start a business or do a business, I put them on to that. Kenny, every time I was going down to Birmingham, Alabama, I would stop in Tennessee and get the Uncle Nearest after I saw Fawn Weaver on the Breakfast Club. So I really love what y'all doing with that brand and just bringing to light what Uncle Nearest was to Jack Daniels and his family. So just kudos to all you guys, man.
Nah, thank you. And you got a question? I was going to ask Kenny to talk about the Uncle Nearest actually, because people might not know that story. But if you got a question?
Yeah, I had a question for Kenny.
Okay.
I'm kind of in promotions. My biggest thing is I own a landscaping company, but since I started following the Uncle Nearest brand, I was just trying to find out, are y'all looking for people like in Ohio? Because I think they just came to Ohio maybe like 6 months ago to like do things like promote the brand. I had one on the website, and I think at the time y'all said y'all weren't looking for anybody at that time for people to just kind of promote the brand. Is that something that you're looking for help with that, or the brand is kind of taking off and you guys don't really need like any like on the ground help in certain cities or anything anymore?
Yeah, this brand is different from the other brands that I'm notoriously famous for. We didn't really go the normal promotional route, right? The nightclubs, the turn up, so forth and so on. We went mixologists and bars, man, door to door, venue to venue, and kind of just explain the story, which is an amazing story. The first African American distiller on record. Obviously, the relationship between Jack Daniels And then Fawn Weaver being an ultimate savant in her own right, my history and legacy in the business. So we tried to really just try to make it about education. And so it's really connected in another way we had no idea. Again, I think we're 3 years and some change in business. We just got our evaluation and it's unbelievable.
Crazy. Right. Yeah, I can imagine.
So it's just really about, like I said, about evangelists, people that are really, into the mixology, the cocktail side of it, the actual, you know what I'm saying, the liquid. Obviously the story matches the liquid, which you really don't find ever in the spirit business. So not right now as far as that's concerned, but we're always open to good ideas and great people. I mean, if you're a landscaper, you're a salesman, and we're always in the market for people that can sell the product.
So would it like I know is it guidelines on this? Can I ask a backup question or I can't?
I mean, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's real quick. I was just gonna say, Kenny, what's the best way to do that? Because I really believe in the brand. When I say I would go see my grandmother in Livingston, Alabama, and then I would come back up and stop in Tennessee when it wasn't in Cleveland, Ohio yet, and then just share the story with people. I'm not even really looking to get paid on anything. I'm just trying to see if there's anything I can do to help with the brand, or if I have some ideas, should I just send it in an email to the general website?
Yeah, I mean, you can always email me your ideas, Kenny. I'm sorry, KB at Uncle Near's, or is it Kenny at Uncle Near's? We'll make sure you get the right one. And then, yeah, I mean, I'm always open. She's always open. We actually just put together a program with Jack Daniels, basically contributing $5 million in a joint effort to find master distillers, liquor owners, and just give them the game that we have, as far as the success of our journey. So we're always looking to try new things and formulate new partnerships. So send me your ideas, brother, and I would love to keep conversing with you till we figure something out.
Yeah, some people are asking about what's Uncle Nearest. I want y'all to go listen to episode 40.
Well, actually, Kenny, can you just tell them what Uncle? They might not know the story behind that if they haven't heard the episode. You should listen to the episode.
Episode 40.
If you haven't heard the episode, can you tell them about Uncle Nearest?
Yeah, Uncle Nearest is the fastest growing independently owned American whiskey in U.S. history. The story goes, there was a whiskey maker in Lynchburg, Tennessee that lived on a preacher's farm called the Dan Call Farm. On that same farm, an orphan, which ended up being young Jack Daniels, came as an orphan to do chores on the Dan Call Farm. He, would always be curious, that this business was going as well as it was, and would look off into the hollow and kept asking what they were doing over there. And Dan Call would often tell him to mind his business, go on and do your chores, until one day, Dan Call, who was a bootlegger and a preacher, was asked by his congregation to basically give up the church or the booze. So he decided to give up the booze technically, which he really didn't. He actually gave the reins to young Jack Daniels, who ended up learning how to make whiskey from Uncle Nearest. Fawn Weaver, fast forward to 2016, I think, 2015, 2016, Fawn Weaver read a story in the New York Times. She was actually on vacation in Singapore. And when she read the story, she's a best-selling author. She was like, I'm gonna go down here and just kind of see if I want to write a book. She goes to Tennessee and really ends up becoming a historian on Tennessee whiskey. I think she's one of 4 or 5 now. And she just started uncovering things that no one ever did. One of the first things she did was actually purchase the Dan Call Farm. And that's the house on the bottle. That's the actual Dan Call Farm. We own all 330 acres. She then bought another key property in the Jack Daniels family tree, which is the Tolly House. And then she started kind of getting with the family and uncovering more things. And she asked the family if she could do anything to honor Uncle Nearest, what would it be? And they said, put his recipe in a bottle. You guys hear Jack Daniels all the time talk about the charcoal mellowing process. Well, he learned that process from Uncle Nearest. And with that, Jack Daniels has now honored Uncle Nearest as the first African-American whiskey maker on record. They put an ode to him in their distillery. When you enter the Jack Daniels tour at the distillery, you get to see Uncle Nearest and his family legacy on the wall. I know I'm forgetting a couple things, but yeah, it's out of control right now. Like I said, did an amazing job. We have a 270-acre equestrian horse farm / distillery being built right now, which is the nearest green distillery. And I think Wallace Thomas said he stops by there on his way from Tennessee to Ohio. But it's going incredible, man. But you know, the gangster piece in all this is that we are not owned by Jack Daniels or Brown-Forman. We are fully independent, have their full support, have taught hundreds of Brown-Forman and Jack Daniels members on the education of it. And a known fun fact that I want to share for the first time, I don't even think I shared this with you two, but this house was known, Dan Call Farm house was known as Distillery Number 16. With Fawn Weaver's uncovering of some fun facts from back in the day, it's actually Distillery Number 7. And if you look at Jack Daniels on everything they've ever promoted, old Number 7, you know, is the distillery that they pride themselves on. Jack Daniels starting his thing, and we own that. So
Uncle Nearest was a slave, right?
Yeah, Uncle Nearest was a slave.
Oh, he was a slave that actually taught Jack Daniels. He gave him the recipe. Like the recipe for Jack Daniels comes from the slave that was his actual mentor. Correct?
Yeah. I thought you said all that. I ain't just say all that?
No. I'm just saying something, you know, yeah, but you know.
Somebody just logging on, ain't listening. Hello? I just gave a hell of a story real quick. After being on air all day with my little brothers, I got on this motherfucker. I'm usually a lot more lively people, but you know that if you follow me. I'm here for my family.
Yo, ball heads in bed forever, man. We gotta sit together.
Oh man,
Wallace, we appreciate your question, man. Thank you.
Somebody just asked what happened to the clear Uncle Nearest. We couldn't get it right. The coconut shells wasn't working out. I still have a half a bottle left. If you ever make it to Atlanta, I should have never drank it. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah.
Diana Owens, what's going on? Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted. Diana Owens, what's up?
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
I didn't expect it.
You never know. You never know when we're gonna call someone.
I did not know. First of all, I want to say that I absolutely love EYL. Anybody that does not know about you all, I heavily promote you. And no problem. Yesterday when I was on Market Mondays, my son saw me in the Zoom call and he was like, aren't those the guys you watch on YouTube? I'm like, yeah, he gave me a high five. So
That's dope. That's dope.
Yes, you know, kids pay attention. But Kenny, I love your journey. When I was listening to EYL, that's when I found out that you were like heavy in the industry. I was unaware of that. But I do want to know, how did you navigate those different spaces? I'm not familiar with how you actually started, but I do want to know how you navigated into the different roles that you went into.
You know what? Great question, and thank you for the compliment. I always stayed sucker free. I was always willing to leave for what I believed in. I think that earned a certain amount of respect. I think it garnered me, you know, success early because people knew not only, you know, could I come up and create these amazing ideas and offerings, but I could execute them. And again, you know, I just pride myself on never, you know, walking to Brooklyn for cheesecake.
I had to catch on to the analogy, but that's very true. I get that, and staying sucker free is important because people become familiar with your personality and they know, you know, not to try you. You know what I'm saying? And that helps you to build relationships. And yeah, it definitely opens doors and opportunities. So I appreciate that.
And you know what the key to is? You know, being real, you know, obviously when we were younger, there was another form of being real or keeping it real. But as you get older and you make it through the fires, you realize that communication is everything. And the way that you use your words and connect with people can change every situation. So I just, you know, I encourage all the people that look up to me, follow my journey. I posted something today with my jail picture from 1990 as a teenager, making a mistake. You know, that could have been my life, but God had bigger plans for me. And I had to learn on my journey that it was bigger than my circumstance, bigger than my surroundings. It was bigger than me. And I think I've been leading by example with that for over 2 decades now. And it fills my heart, even seeing my EYL dudes. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you got it, like we don't do, financial literacy in our community the way we should. We don't make that as cool as Kenny Burns on the mic in front of 10,000 and making them swag surf. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I believe in them so much, because that's something I wish in my 30s I was, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I made millions in my life, but I didn't become a millionaire until my 40s. And I think that at the end of the day, with the information they're giving, people can achieve that status much quicker. So.
No, I appreciate it. Kenny, we appreciate you, man. Thank you for, like I said, just not even today, but just being a big brother to us, being a mentor for us, helping us whenever we call, and just providing information, man. One of the most genuine people that we've met so far.
A1, man.
I greatly appreciate. Wanted to just say that publicly, that we greatly appreciate you, and I know you up to something big. So
yeah, it's real big, man.
Keep us in the loop.
Make sure y'all go support the TKBS show, and make sure y'all go support BRNS clothing, man. I was rocking that in Atlanta 2 weeks ago, man. People was going crazy. So shout out to you, man. The clothing is fire, man. Go support that.
Thank you. We have a new collection coming out in October, and again, we're trying to help young spirit companies. People, if you want to be a master distiller, if you have any desires to be in the spirits business, go to unclenears.com and check out how you can get involved with some of that opportunity. And yeah, man, I appreciate y'all too, man. I think that what y'all doing is dope. I'm always here if needed. And was there anything else I needed to promote? Oh, send them to my cause y'all popping on, I'm just starting on YouTube. Send them to the Kenny Burns Show. Tell them to come holla at me. I got great content, amazing interviews. If you want to get your whole life, come on over.
What's the Kenny Burns Show? That's a YouTube channel. The Kenny Burns Show YouTube channel.
The Kenny Burns Show.
Yeah, if you follow us, go follow that, man. If not, you're doing yourself a tremendous disservice. You want to talk about A-list of A-list? There's nobody getting interviews like my man Kenny Burns, man. So go support that.
They're telling y'all the truth. They're giving, like, when they talk to me, it's free. So they're telling y'all their truth. The Jamie Foxx interview, like I just interviewed Big Sean today. It's going up right now. Like you gotta like really tune into these episodes, because it's bigger than the conversation. It's really like going to church back in the day where you got that word and you felt it in your spirit, and it moved you to do something different with your life. I promise you that. But keep going, guys. I apprate the time.
Appreciate you,
bro.
Appreciate you. Shout out to Big Sean, man. #1 album in the country too.
Number one album. He's incredible.
Yeah. Let's
go.
Yes,
KB,
sir.
Appreciate you, bro.
All right, boy. Love y'all. Peace.
Yeah.
Let's bring my boy on real quick. This is a surprise. Before we wrap this up, this is a surprise that we just randomly. This is just some random right here.
Yo, he's there, man. You just got
unmute yourself. Put your camera on, bro.
Yo,
what's up, man?
My guy,
big Trapper.
Trap House jumping.
What's good?
Hey, you got the honest juice box. You ain't playing. Yo, man.
What's going on with you, man?
First and foremost, man, love is love, man. You have become a brother to us. You become part of the EYL family, man. So I just want to salute you, man, because what you doing, like I told you, man, we don't win this race without you, man. So shout out to you, Trapper. I remember when I called you Leon Howard, you said, yo, you the feds, my nigga?
Real, man.
Remember that?
1-800 Trapper Hotline, man. 1-800 Trapper Hotline, man. You already know, man.
Salute the real, man. Yeah, now, like I said, this was impromptu. We just I hit him today, like, yo, here's a link, bro. And they had a storm in Louisiana, but I guess it wasn't as bad as they was projecting it to be. So he's like, yo, I got some time. So yeah, we ain't even gonna hold you too long, but just wanted to just, you played a major part in our journey. And still here together, we still rocking with each other. So to have MG the mortgage guy here with us right now, he just jumped on for a couple minutes to answer a question. so yeah, man. Trap, what's going on with you, man?
Man, I'm good, man. So I just want to say, man, I appreciate you all for sure, man. I remember, when we first met, that whole journey was crazy. Just being out there in New York for the first time, having to like blindly get from New Jersey to fucking where y'all was at. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy. But, I would just like y'all say that about me, but my everything I got going on, I gotta give y'all credit for that, man, because y'all helped me so much. We politic, it was always love from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Still love. We got better, I think, over the last few months, man. We just got close. You know what I'm saying? From putting ideas together, seeing how we can implement different things to the culture. You know what I'm saying? Being as authentic as we can, being real. Even when we see people doing, you know, down bad stuff, we talk and be like, yo, how can we not do this? How can we stay away from that? You know, so I just appreciate that authenticity because that's real. Now, especially for me, because, you know, I don't really be opening up to people like that. So for y'all to just embrace me like that and for me to give it back, man, it's just 100. Y'all know we had the hurricane going on. You asked me earlier, I was like, nah, boy, I ain't really feeling it. I got a lot of other stuff going on. I got this hurricane. I got to be the protector for the fam. But once it skewed a little bit, I was like, yo, I might got time to hop on my guys. That was the first thing I thought about, like, yo, I might got hop on my guys right quick, man. So for
That's
sure.
a fact, man. Love is love, man. And people need to know that and see that, man. Like, they think it's a game, but like, we literally talk every day, man. People really need to understand, like, we talk every day. Like, I called you last night, like, yo, what's good? You know what I'm saying? Just to show love, man. And if people don't recognize anything from what we doing, it's like, yo, this is like black men showing love for each other. So that's something that they need to take away from, man. Like, we can do that and still be prosperous in what we doing.
Nah, the dope part about that, I'm gonna be real with you. You, Matt, and Rashad all called me back to back. I was like, they must be in the same room or something. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, I had told y'all, like, man, like, I had a lot going on. I'm like, yo, I gotta bag up for a second. You know what I'm saying? Too much real life stuff was going on. And like, y'all, from the day, as soon as I said that, y'all was like, yo, Trap, you good? Yo, Trap, you good? Like, you know, we're having that conversation. I think, you know, one of the things us as black men, for real, like, we just be on some, and I'm gonna just get through it. You know, all we know how to do is push through. So you don't be really worried about people really hitting you up. So when my brothers really hit me up, like, yo, you good? Like, I don't even want nothing. I just want to know if you good, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I'm good, family. You know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as I hung up with you, like, Matt hit me up, like, yo, Trap, you good? I'm like, yeah. Then Jamal hit me this morning. So just that love, that's like, I ain't gonna lie, man. I appreciate that for real, for real. And we just need to learn that, man. I just think y'all, I told y'all when I first met y'all, I'm like, yo, what y'all doing for the culture is way crazy. Like, it's gonna be bananas to Coachella of financial literacy. And sure enough, man, I spoke that into existence. So put me on the map for saying that. Yeah.
That's a fact, my bro. That's a fact.
Nah, man. You know, it's all love, man. And it's always a pleasure every time we connect. It's always a magical moment every time we connect. And yeah, I think that's something that people don't really take in. It's like, we can give you all the information that you can possibly get. And we gave 21 months of information, but relationships is ultimately the most powerful currency. And the relationships that you build with people is going to take you a lot further than even the information, because you can have all the information, but if you don't have like people that can help you out and to help you implement the ideas, then it's really not too much that you can do with it. So, you know, just relationships with you, MG, or everybody that we've had on the podcast for the most part, we still keep in touch with to this day. And some people we just have stronger relationships than others. But you know, it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing. So I salute you for that, man, for sure.
Hey, yo, Trap, you drinking that juice box? It reminded me of our night in Atlanta.
You hear me? I just ain't throw it on the ground. You hear me? Yeah. That relationship equity, man. You know, it's worth more than money. It's all about the people you meet. One thing I learned, like, especially with dudes from the street, like, you know what I'm saying, you always, like, you kind of stay boxed in. You like, you know who you know, and that's all I'm rocking with. But just even Rashad, I tell Rashad all the time, like, bro, like, you a networking master. Like, the way you network, like, I gotta break out of my shell, because that's how I get, you know what I'm saying, where I need to get at. So I always tell Rashad, like, yo, like, I learned that from you, bro. Like, I see you network and fam, like, I feel like it ain't nobody you can't talk to. And I'm like, I gotta be like that. Cause one of my biggest things is, not to sound crazy or nothing, but like, I always be feeling like people being intimidated of me. Like, they don't really want to rock with me because I just have this look. I think I had this look, but I watch how Rashad and y'all just navigate through situations. I be like, damn, like, I gotta get like that. You know what I'm saying? So I learned so much from y'all all the time, even just recent situations. Rashad will call me and be like, yo, you gotta be more diplomatic about certain situations in your life, Trap. Like, you can't just be this way or that way. And so I learned from that. I learned from Troy coming to me and be like, yo, Trap. Like, Troy always showed me like this unconditional love you can hear from the phone. Like, yo, I just want you good. Like, let's talk about it. Trap, I got this. And so for that, I just appreciate y'all, man. I'm glad I have y'all as my brothers, for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? for anybody in the streets, I know what it's like when you just be doing it on your own. Like, get around people who gonna help you grow. You know what I'm saying? Get around people who doing things that's gonna, you know, push you to do better. For me, I always felt like I was always the muscle. I always felt like I was like the smartest person around me. All my partners know me as being the one who could put plays together. So when you get around other playmakers, you ain't gotta always put plays together. You know what I'm saying? I can get around y'all or we can run a run pass option. I ain't always gotta be the go-to guy. You know what I'm saying? I could fall back, I could chill, but I'ma still be a part of the play. Sometimes I might just gotta block. I ain't always gotta be the one going to make it happen. So just being a part of that fam, being a part of that, yeah, man, that's love right there. I just want to say I appreciate that for real, family.
Of course, my guy. We ain't going nowhere. You know that.
Appreciate you, brother, man.
Well, I tell you, man, we ain't gonna finish this lab without you, right?
That's a fact. That's a fact. Now, that's some of the best game that you can get right there as far as just relationship equity. I forgot who said that, but relationship, I think Wallow maybe, but relationship equity is like, you know what I mean? It's like people put so much stuff in other things, but invest in your relationships and make them solid, because that's the strongest investment that you can actually make outside of your family.
That's a fact. Like, relationships take you far. I'm gonna just be real. Like, you know, I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, but just doing that show we did in the A, I would have never got that if it wasn't for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have never gotten that situation. You know what I'm saying? It was just your Trap, you want to rock with us? I'm like, yeah, come on, let's do it. You know, we 1 o'clock in the morning, we deep somewhere, you know what I'm saying? And I'm hitting Troy like, yo, I ain't got this on me, bro. Like, I
don't feel good.
like, you
talk to him.
I'm like, Troy, you got me on my comfort zone right now. Man, they clutching and I ain't clutching like I feel. You know? I'm texting Troy like, you know,
I said, yo, we good though. We good.
And bro, like, we good, Trap, we good. So, but that wound up being beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And that turned out so beautiful. I built a relationship with 3 people in that room on a string of y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I remember us just going different places and y'all like, yo, this is my brother Trap right here. Like, we about to do something, yo, this is my brother Trap right here. And like, Trap, I'm like, yo, this is my guys right here. So just that unconditional love, that let me see if I can do this because I know Ernie Leisure got this, so let me try to leverage this relationship. It was like, nah, yo, it done been time. We even said like, yo, I don't got to do that play with y'all, fam. Like, we'll get on the next one. So just having that real, authentic, genuine relationship, knowing that it's all love, man.
And that's crazy that you said that, because it's like, when you're talking about 85 South Show, I got the hat on. Shout out to Chad, shout out to the whole team.
That's our guy.
And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta rep your friends' brands like it's your brands. Like, you own it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like them dudes are state.
I see you wearing it last night. We was wearing the same shirt last night, bro.
There you go. That's a fact, man. It's like, them dudes is real solid dudes. So, you know, it's just like a domino effect. Like, we build with them, we introduce you to them, you build a relationship with them. And then it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we're going to go a lot further together, as opposed to working, everybody's just doing their own separate thing. If we all work together and we all build together, sky's the limit.
Yeah. One of the things Rashad told me he's like, man, look, we do better as Death Row than individual artists. You know what I'm saying?
It's a new Death Row.
That was clutch. He was like, we do better as Death Row than the individual artists. And again, that's just gems that, you know, people like me take for sure, for real, is because just working together as a common goal. Like, not only am I only child, yo, but I just been through my whole life just on my own. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my big brother from Hood Estates, because he showed me, he was the first person, one of the first, in my lawyer, it was like 2 of the first people that like really like embraced me on something like, nah, yo, it's love right here. Yeah. So, and then when I got with y'all, it was the same thing. It was just like, nah, yo, like, it's love. And like, really, since we did the podcast, we've been chopping it up. That's what people don't know.
Yeah.
The way that we met, you know what I'm saying? It was just authentic, like, yo, bro, I'm a Wallstreet Trapper. This what it is. And Rashad never asked to be on the show. Rashad was like, yo, you the dude we leave in the comments. Oh, I like that. we politic for a little minute. I still got that picture I was going to post the other day. And from there, we just been vibing since then. Like, nothing major, but just cultivating a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Cultivating a relationship. And I think that's one of the things we got to learn how to do. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner, start cultivating relationships, yo. If your goal is to be bigger than where you at, think bigger picture, start cultivating relationships with people that's genuine and authentic, where you bring value to the relationship. Don't worry about what the relationship can bring to you. You bring value to it, because the more you bring value to a relationship, the more other people gonna come to you. It might not even be the person you're trying to bring the value to that puts you in a position to win. You know what I'm saying? So just be genuine. Stop going into relationships with ulterior motive. Going them things genuine. Going them things authentic. Going them things bringing value, and it's gonna come. It's gonna come to you. Somebody say, I don't know how to network shit. Me neither. I'm learning.
Hey, yo, Trap. We know you don't drink, bro. But we're gonna cheers to you, my brother.
Sure, man.
We're gonna cheers to you, my brother. Always love. You already know what time it is, man. I told you once you come to New York, you always got a place to stay, my brother.
Fact, man.
Yeah, man. But nah, we ain't gonna hold you up, man. We just wanted to definitely, you know, include you in this situation if you was available. Oh, Andy Sukhu. Where did he come from? What the hell? You never know.
Hey, yo, Chad, they just walking in the crib, bro.
Yo, it's getting crazy and crazy. It's getting crazy.
Shout out to Andy Sukhu, episode 18. The credit is episode.
Oh man.
Yo, Andy, what you brought? You brought the Ferrari?
It's getting crazy and crazy out there, man. Where's Trap?
Never know who's gonna pop up.
Yo, Mike flew from Atlanta, Trap. That's crazy.
I'm out there tomorrow, man.
Oh yeah, we coming back out there real soon.
When Mike came to the waters and we ain't even hook up, bro. I know I was.
I called you, Trapper. You ain't talking about me calling you, Trapper.
Nah, bro, you called me and I was like, you like Trap. Where you at? I'm like, I'm 2 minutes away, fam. Like my spot down the street. You was like, I'm gonna get you when I finish you with your guys. Y'all was doing some wild stuff. I don't know.
Watch
your shit, bro.
Yo, Trapper, why everybody being negative about what I'm doing, Trapper?
Come on. It might be Mike.
I'm still in the trap.
It might be Mike.
I ain't leaving the trap.
Waited for 2 days for you to call me, man. I was like, man, Mike tripping, man. Yeah.
Instagram, I did hit you on Instagram.
Might be Mike.
Might be Mike. That's my guy. Hey, yo.
Trap, man. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, brother.
You already know, man. Appreciate y'all, guy.
All right, man.
Always love, bro.
Always, never.
Andy, you want to come in here?
Nah, we ain't got a couple minutes, bro.
You good? Yo, what's up, man?
Yo, grab your chair, bro. Grab the chair. What's good, bro? You gotta turn your volume down on your phone. Yeah, you got like 3 phones.
Andy, we got him on. What's up?
Yeah, he there.
What's going on, guys?
Step to the mic.
Turn the phone over.
Oh.
It's a lot going on right now. We got all content. Andy.
What's going on, guys? Congrats.
Yo, the credit guy is here.
60 seconds to the people. Talk to the people real quick, man.
Go ahead. Both microphones on.
Congrats to you guys. You guys did an amazing thing. Episode 18 was a hit. We got a lot of calls from episode 18. I told you that Rashad. And we're just out there sending the message of financial literacy. You know, this episode was epic, and a lot of people, it resonated with a lot of people. So thank you guys for that, and congrats.
Appreciate you, bro.
How'd you find out we was cool? Like, you hit Mike?
Yeah, Mike.
Wait, what's my name?
That's my emergency contact, actually.
Mike.
Wait, Andy got a surprise. He gonna do something for the people.
You doing something?
I'm adding 1,000 to your
yeah, so let's do this before, because we running like on 3 hours. We're gonna give away. All right, look, before that, EYL University. If anybody wants to join EYL University, we're doing a 50% off code right now. Code fall. We have a class tomorrow. Who's teaching class tomorrow, Matt? Yeah. Who's teaching class tomorrow?
He said yep. He said yep.
We doing private lending. Private lending and creative finances with Unica Williams.
Yes.
Unica Williams, private lending and financing. Every week we do classes on EYL University, and then I do monthly financial planning calls, bi-weekly book and movie call reviews with Troy, bi-weekly real estate calls with Matt. You get access to Market Mondays. It's a whole vibe. EYL University.
It's a whole lot.
If you're interested, go to EYLUniversity.com and enter code FALL for 50% off. But what we're going to do right now is give away some money. We're going to give away a couple $1,000s to people on YouTube and to people on EYL University. So this is the moment you all been waiting for.
Yo,
they going too far.
ODing.
All right, just type in your Cash Apps. Let's do this.
Yo, they ODing.
Cash Apps away.
Hey, yo, why y'all say your Cash Apps?
Both. EYL University and YouTube. We're gonna do both.
Hey, yo, I just want to give a great shout out to my brother Mike. I know we get on Mike a lot, but Mike, we love you. Jamal, we love you. MG, we love you.
Can I get a personal thing? Give me
We-
my flowers by myself. Don't be adding flowers to my flowers.
Hey yo, Mike, we love you.
They
going nuts. So I don't even.
Can you take screenshots?
How I take a screenshot of that? Hey yo, let me say this. Let me say this right now to my brother Rashad, man.
You ain't calling your brother?
My brother Mike, I love you. My partner, my brother Rashad, I love you, man.
Legends never die.
We never die, and I'm just happy that we on this journey together, man. This is incredible. 100 is incredible. I got a lot of text messages today, and so we really appreciate that. I see my sis Val is checking in. She's hitting us up crazy. Val, we love you. So shout out to everybody that's been checking in. Thank you for getting us to 100. We are nothing without you. Like I said, if y'all don't tune in, then we don't have a show. So we are extremely grateful for everything that y'all have done and the inspiration that y'all have given us, the fuel that y'all have given us. Because like I said, when we see the level of impact, it gives us fuel to keep going. So thank you to everybody, man. Appreciate y'all. And I don't know how we gonna take a screenshot.
Nah, we gotta do something. EYL University is moving too fast. Go to Facebook. EYL University, go to Facebook and enter your Cash App. If you're in EYL University, enter your Cash App and Facebook because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Man, go look at this. Go look at this. No, go look at this.
We're gonna give away.
And he pulled out cash. How we going Cash App?
We're gonna give away $2,000 to EYL University.
That is right there.
And $1,000 to YouTube. $100 for 10 people. $100 for 10 people on YouTube. No, go to YouTube. Go to can you make a thread on Facebook? Make a thread on the Facebook. And if you're in EYL University, just go to the Facebook thread and enter it because this is ridiculous.
Hey, yo, this is the longest episode in EYL history. I think we did 3 hours.
3 hours.
That was crazy. That was 3 hours,
minutes,
bro.
Man. Shout out to Spurgo. Shout out to Kezia. Shout out to John Henry.
Shout
out to Derrick Grace. Shout out to Kenny Burns. Shout out to Wallstreet Trapper. Shout out to Damon Dash. Shout out.
What's your Cash App in the Facebook group?
No, just make a post. Just make a post like, all right, like what's your Cash App? Yeah. So Matt made a comment in the Facebook group. So EYL University members, I don't know why y'all still put don't put it in the Zoom. Put it in the if you're in EYL University. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I see they put like 35 names.
All right, appreciate you, bro. All right, man.
Again, man, shout out to Miss Business, Derrick Falcon. Yo, shout out to my brother Derrick Falcon, man. He changed the game for us.
Derrick Falcon, the legend.
That is my bro, man. We just got off the phone with him. He's actually coming to New York. The new store is coming to New York. So shout out to my bro. Yeah, man, we went through the list, man. Derrick Falcon, Sabine, Val, Rome, B. Cope, Andy, Fernando, our bro, Chris Gotti, Ash Cash.
Shout out to Chris Gotti,
bro,
man.
the Bullard, Fritz, Nicole Russell, Lenny and Jeff, Chris Gervais, DJ Envy and C. Shout out to them. Congrats. I just heard they got a show, man. Shout out to them. And I know they're doing that with 50. Jabari Johnson, our bro, we met out in the West Coast. That's our guy.
I'm eating shrimp.
Chris Senegal, Mike Brown, Kika Wise, Alex, our bro. Alex Good Energy, that is our bro. Mobile Homes Elite, congrats to y'all. I heard y'all just got a mobile park. They big time now. Shout out to them. Our brother, obviously, who just checked in, Wall Street Trapper, G-Bo, Hometown Hero, Downing Brothers, PTG, my man Brandon Medford, Mickey Fats, Max Maxwell, Wade the Barber, B. Rule. Happy belated birthday, my brother. Chef Keldon, Mandy, shout out to you on the new merger. I heard that you are on the Black Effect Network, so shout out to you. Wallow. I don't even know what.
Shout out to Wallow.
Shout out to Wallow. Brandon Mitchell, our business partner, our bro, Big Business. Shout out to Greg Parker, Slim and Husky, Ryan Leslie, Nick Storm, Kiana Watson, Deion Smith, Ani, number 70, Ian Dunlap. That is our guy. That's our bro. We talk every day, y'all, so shout out to him. Dave Shans, Kwame Anku, Chantel Calloway, Farzana, Joshua Chris, Dave McCullough from Inception. Shout out to the D-Town. Tiffany Budgetnista, my son, Ronnie Brown, Jamila Davis, Austin, LS Cream, the family up there in Montreal. Lexia, shout out to the ATL. Lena Lord, Director X, 19 Kings, our bro. Ernest Dukes, our bro. Doom, what's going on, Doom? Riza Islam, John Obidi, Chico Bean, one half of the 85 South show, 1/3 of the 85 South. Shout out to them. Mr. and Mrs. 2 weeks out. If you in Atlanta, go check out the loft, man. It is a experience. And shout out to our latest alum, Jasmine Crow. We love y'all all, man. This journey is nothing without y'all. We appreciate y'all. 100. Can we get some claps for that one? Yo, we love y'all. We are out, man. This will be up on the podcast by midnight, man. It's the longest episode with him. Midnight tonight, man.
They don't do it like us, man.
Nah. Legendary situation, man. We appreciate y'all. We out.